It's me. Hello. It's me this time. Channel's been live a couple times in the last 24 hours, and none of those times were me, but this time it's me. Papa's home. It's alright. Let's get an audio check. It's alright. Great. You can hear me. Isn't that such great news? Nice to see ya. Welcome on in. Yeah, Matt was live earlier tonight doing a breakdown of the linked Kang Dynasty script. I'm surprised that happened. He sent me a copy of that Kang Dynasty script. I haven't read it because I don't have time. But that's the kind of thing they usually keep under lock and key, eh? You don't see that happen too often, so I'm sure it was a good conversation. And I know he was playing NBA 2K yesterday. I had to holler at him though, because that VOD was hella muted. Apparently Xbox doesn't mute that stuff the way PlayStation does with the 2K games. So, but cool. Always good to see a little extra action on the channel here. Oh man, I feel like it's been a while since I sat down like this. Obviously, I was live on Tuesday doing Waffle Mania. My big joke, my big goof, pretending like I was bringing back wrestling streams, and then haha, it was actually a bizarro Waffle House wrestling stream. It was still a wrestling stream, just maybe not what you would have expected. Maybe not what you would have hoped for, but I would say by the end of the night, you got what you deserved. It was a good one. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Of course, I said before, I do miss the wrestling streams. And so when I started working on that and getting back into the groove and like reigniting the process, because there was a lot of work actually, even for something silly like that. Like I was working on that over the course of a couple of weeks, and doing so, when 2K25 came out, it made it really hard to resist buying it. And of course, I didn't resist, and I did make that announcement at the end of the stream. Though I realized that by that point, a lot of people were probably going to bed. So for those who have missed it, just to clarify, yes, I do have WWE 2K25. Yes, I'm a giant hypocrite. I clowned on so many people for criticizing that studio and those games and then buying the game anyway. I'm pretty sure I went through this entire cycle with 2K24 as well, which I also bought. So I'm not better than anybody. I never thought I was in the first place, but if you needed tangible evidence, here it is. I'm not better than anybody else. I got that game, and I have been working on what should prove to become WotCW Season 2. We're looking to get started in the summer. So there's a lot of time left still before we get there. There's a lot of work to be done, but I just couldn't hold off anymore. I've been teasing and talking about, I have this great big new idea that I'm so fired up about. I just need to see if the game is good first. I like kinda saw if the game was good first. I think there's a lot of runway left to prove whether or not this is a good one. So far, my personal experience is pretty smooth. I'm seeing issues in it that were in 2K24, which I've talked about. I'm so annoyed that they wouldn't have fixed that while developing an entirely new game. Not entirely new, but you know what I mean. So that's a little annoying and grating, but largely so far, no one has found any issue with it that has made me go, oh fuck, can I do this? So I've been having a lot of fun working on Season 2 already. I've got a lot done already. It's actually kind of nice to have the Waffle Mania thing behind me now. I like realized today, I was like, I turned on my PlayStation, I was like, oh my god, I don't have that anymore. I don't need to work on Waffle Mania anymore. It's in the past. We move forward, and I've already started working on it. I've got a couple characters done, some arenas done. It is cool to have announced that I'm working on it and planning on bringing it back, because now I can be a little more open and transparent about like what I'm doing. I'm not going to be too forthcoming about it. You know, I'm still hold most of the details close to the chest until I know that it's ready to go, because I'm the type of person who doesn't like to start promoting and hyping something up unless I know it's going to happen. And I realize I've already started to kind of do that. So again, I'm not better than anybody. You know, we all fall into that trap. But you know, I'm going to leave some of the nitty-gritty details until we get closer to premiere time, but it'll be cool to kind of give you sporadic updates, I think, because the one I'm really excited about today, this morning I was working on, because I can tell you this, when it comes to Creation Suite stuff in WWE, you know, I think I'm all right with the wrestlers. I think I'm getting pretty good with the arenas. Like the one I finished today, when I like practically took a step back and was like, hey, that came together pretty good. Championships are the ones I really struggle with, and there are some really talented Creation Suite guys, or not Creation Suite, but Community. I guess they're talented with the Creation Suite. Community Creations is what I was trying to say. Who make amazing championships, but they're like in there, Photoshop pulled up, and they've got like layers and upon layers of details, and they're getting in there, they're making them perfect shapes to like fit on the titles and stuff. And like I don't have, like I'm putting little pieces together in like Canva, but it's not the same at all. And they'll come up with these really, really great detailed championship belts, and I've always felt so envious, because that's the one thing I feel like I could never crack. But today, I feel like I got the winning design for the World Championship. I think I got it, and I was so pumped about it. So there's a lot of time between now and the summer, so I'm sure I'll be making edits, and maybe I'll completely change my mind about it by then. But I think I got it today, because I wanted to make something that looked elegant and prestigious and like a true prize to be won. And I think I found it. I think I figured it out today. So I'm excited about that. A lot of work to be done. Also, today on the YouTube channel, this is another thing I've been keeping close to the chest, but I'm doing my first ever full pre-recorded playthrough, like a proper old school Let's Play. I've finished many games on this channel, but I've never done, and I've done many pre-recorded videos, but I've never done a full playthrough, not live on stream. And I really wanted to do a playthrough of My Rise in 2K25. That's the mode I always enjoy playing. Don't really care for Showcase that much typically. But My Rise, I always think is fun. It's like the story mode, career mode. That goes all the way back to me as a kid, like playing like Here Comes the Pain or like Day of Reckoning. I always loved the career modes in those games. So I wanted to do it, but I knew I didn't really feel like putting it on the streaming schedule. There was like no game coming up that I'm like, I'll take that off the calendar and put 2K on, especially because I know I'm going to stream so much of it. And the other thing is, a ton of the unlockable things in 2K25 you unlock through playing that mode, so I also knew I didn't want to wait. So I thought, let me try doing a pre-recorded playthrough, literally like sitting down before work and like recording 30 minutes or an hour here where I can, because it's the only time I have to do that. And I figured it wouldn't be sustainable, and I figured, I'd get 2 or 3 parts maybe and go, yeah, I can't do this, let me just finish playing it in my downtime. But I did it. I did the whole thing. It's already done. It's all recorded, and so I'm just going to be premiering these same as stream days, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays until it's done. There's not that many parts. It's not that long, but it'll take us through pretty much through to the end of just about the end of this month, and then it'll be done. So that premiered today. You go meet our new original character, El Regular. Other thing I was maybe so excited about it was like if I can do videos of it and kind of like add that to sort of our on-stream canon, like characters out of that could show up in WotCW. So like El Regular, you'll see he's you get 2 characters in career mode this year, and he's one of them. And so like El Regular could be in WotCW, and you could be watching it, be like, I know who that guy is because I saw him in the playthrough. You see what I'm saying? Everything is purposeful. But I'm having a lot of fun playing this stupid game. I'm even playing My Faction this year. I think they made a lot of improvements on it. My Faction was kind of their cash cow, like microtransaction game mode in prior modes. It's like definitely been the worst, one of the worst things. The worst thing about these games is all the copious bugs and issues they have that never get fixed. But that's one of the worst things, because it's something they prioritize over all the others, and so those aforementioned bugs don't get fixed. But they made a lot of improvements to it this year, and you can unlock like new playable characters, which I really appreciate, and you can use them in other modes. Used to be you could just use them in that mode. It was stupid. I was like, why would I want a new character playing this mode that sucks? But now you can play them in all the modes. So I've been playing that. I'm enjoying playing the game. I'm not going to apologize for that, but I totally recognize that I look like such a fraud. Having got it. I think it'll be worth it, though, once we get to the summer and you can see what I'm cooking, because I think and we're not going to spend too much time on the screen, by the way, because I'm going to try to get to the end of this game tonight. I think we're there. I think it's possible, but there's a lot to do. I'm not going to do the Rival DLC tonight, but I think we can get to the proper end of the base Mass Effect 2 tonight. I think we're close. And what's going on, man? I see you posted in the chat. Sorry, I'm just rambling over here. Stream of consciousness. You know, if I interrupt myself, I'll forget what I was talking about, and we'll be here even longer. Matter of fact, I already forgot what I was going to say before that. What was I going to say? I don't know. Who gives a fuck? I totally forgot. You can't turn off the music without... There's no way to turn off my music without killing music for the entire game. I think you got to do that, Matt. You got to go in the options and turn the music all the way down. I know that maybe doesn't seem as fun. But that's how my wrestling streams come out. I hear the music, right? But it doesn't come out over stream, so it's not that bad. But yeah, you got to, because otherwise, you know, what I mean, live in the moment, I guess it's fine. Like if you don't care about this, like the watchability of the VODs and stuff, then it is what it is. But like if you want those to be watchable after the fact, then you definitely got to turn the music off, because I like, you can't hear half of it on Twitch, you can't even watch half of it on YouTube. What's going on, the Big Todds? Yeah, you won't be able to hear the music, but you know, is it that big of a price to pay? Is the music that good? I don't know. Enjoy your date night, Dilly Tots. Thanks for lurking. Appreciate you for showing up at all. I was watching little Dilly Tots myself last night. I can never remember what this game is called. This rogue game he's playing. It's like Path of... Is that what it's called? What is it called? What's the game? Hold on, I'm just gonna click on your channel. No, I closed Twitch. God, I'm a fucking mess. We gotta play this game. We have so much... I don't even know what's happening now. I lost it. Hold on. What is it? I'm clicking on Dilly Tots. I'm opening up a new tab. What is this game called? It is Path of Accra. Thank you so much. I can never remember the name of this game for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, I actually really don't... I was going to say something before I stopped to read what Matt had said, and I totally forgot. And I am pretty tired. But it's nice to see you. It's nice to be back here at this screen. I missed a couple streams before Waffle Mania. Wasn't necessarily the plan, but as I mentioned too, the kids were out of town for a few days on vacation with family. Jess and I were home, and so we were enjoying that time, some peace and quiet, some quality time, a little less responsibility. And both those nights that I missed stream time were because we were playing Split Fiction together, and I was just having such a great dang time. Watch CW merch coming soon. Please no. Please, let's not go there right now. We're not selling merch for something that doesn't exist right now. Please. Please, we can cross that bridge when we get there, but we're not even in the same state or probably country, maybe even planet as that bridge. So let's not. No, there's no Watch CW merch coming soon. Stream with her now, man. That's the thing. It's like we're enjoying the game. You know, not everything has to be content, for the love of God. We're just enjoying the game. That would completely disrupted the whole thing. We were just hanging out, enjoying our time together, and really enjoying the game. I've never played any of those games from that studio. I did get It Takes Two recently because it was a PlayStation Plus freebie, so I think we might play that after Split Fiction, even though I understand that one's kind of sad. But Split Fiction's awesome. I remember when they announced it and I saw the trailer for it, I was like, alright. But she said she wanted to play a game together, and on kind of a whim, I was like, I gave her like a quick elevator pitch of what Split Fiction was. She was in, I got it, and she keeps asking me. You know, she's the one who's usually ready to kind of like turn in early and go to bed. You know, she's got to get up super early for work, and it's exhausting being a parent. So she's like, she got an early bedtime, but every night for the past week she's like, Split Fiction. And we only play it for like, an hour or so. I think we're pretty close to being done. I think we might have only one like good sit down session left of it and we'll be done. But it's really, really good. It's so fun, and it's like the concept behind it is cool, and the way that it sends you into so many different genres, and like how the genre influences the gameplay. Like, you'll be just doing something so different. I'd say it's like primarily kind of a like a 3D platformer, but it's also like a puzzle game. Puzzles that take 2 people to complete, but there's usually there's a little bit of combat, not a lot, but a lot of platforming, and it's been so fun. And I really enjoy, we're playing this game together. We never played it before, and so it's like we're on the ride together. It's so fun. I really like it, and I appreciate her like being patient enough to want to try and figure it out and play it, because she doesn't really play video games that much anymore. She obviously did growing up, but she doesn't play them like all the time like I do now. So she's had to get used to playing a game like that requires like precision and timing and reflexes, and like building the muscle memory of the control schemes, and especially because the controls kind of change as you go from chapter to chapter, because what you can do and what's expected of you changes from each one. So a little bit of a learning curve. It's very hard on herself. I feel bad about it. She always like says she sucks at the game and stuff. No, you don't suck. You just don't. It's not just like the control schemes. It's just like the sort of concepts of like game design, which if you play games frequently, you just kind of understand. Like, you see the platform, you see the puzzle or whatever it is, and you go, oh, okay, I get what this is. I've seen things like this before. But for her, it's kind of all fresh, if not brand new altogether. So she's on a little bit more of a learning curve. But it's been fun. We it feels very good when we figure out puzzles and beat levels together. Like, it feels like a great accomplishment when we do that. So it's great. I think we'll do It Takes Two after that. And when I see that A Way Out goes on sale, I'll probably get that too. And I know we're going to be bummed when we're done with it. The mouse is going to pull your podcast? No. Why would they do that? That can't really be possible. You've not done, like, intellectual theft, right? Like, it's not like you're reading the script, or did you? I don't know. I didn't have a chance to tune in. It's not like you're reading the script aloud for everybody, right? And even if you were, I don't see why that would be a problem. I guess maybe it could be. But if you're just talking about something that happened, or maybe not. I don't know. Fascism is on the rise. So I don't know. They could do that. Who knows? Oh, man. We should get in here, huh? Yeah, I definitely should get in here. I feel like there's so many things to talk about. So much that has happened since I last streamed Mass Effect. And it's only been a full week. That's all. But let's get in here. Let's finish Mass Effect 2, or at least try. We have I know what's ahead, but I know my perception of how long it's going to take is probably maybe not completely rooted in reality, because it's been like a decade since I've played this. So let's get in here. Last time we finished up our loyalty missions, so our whole crew is loyal to us. Now it's time to go get the Reaper IFF, which is the tech that'll let us use the Omega-4 relay to find the Collector's homeworld and bring the fight directly to them. So we need to go get that. The Reaper IFF mission is kind of that BioWare classic point of no return, like line in the sand thing, where it's like, you better get everything done before you come do this. And we did. I also did play Project Overlord off stream, somewhat regrettably, but I just decided, I feel like I'm pretty close to finish, especially once I had to cancel that first stream. I was like, all right, there's just not, I'm not necessarily in a rush to get this done, but at the same time, we're pretty close, and I don't think I want to, stretch it out any longer than is needed at this point. As much as I've loved revisiting this game, it's been a pretty long playthrough, as I knew it would be, and I think it's maybe about time to move on to the next thing, which I haven't officially decided what that's going to be. So I did play Project Overlord off stream, which I really enjoy. And you know what, weirdly enough, reminded me of this time, because it has like a pretty creepy atmosphere. You go to investigate this like disastrous Cerberus lab, which is built around a derelict like crashed Geth ship, and they're experimenting on the Geth. And it kind of has this, to me anyway, it occurred to me this time, kind of reminds me of Resident Evil a little bit, because you're like going through this laboratory and you're seeing all these dead people, and you're picking up audio logs that gradually tell the story of what happened there. You know, they're experimenting on the Geth, and like with AI in a way to try to figure out how to control them, and it went terribly wrong. It's also a very sad story as well, but it's really, really solid. I just decided it doesn't really tie in with the main story of this game, which I guess Shadow Broker really doesn't either, but that's where we get all of our Liara goodness, our blue goodness. So and it did occur to me after the fact, you know, since I got into the habit of doing the pre-record thing, I could have done a pre-recorded video of Project Overlord instead of a stream. Oh well, it's over. It is what it is. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a Reaper IFF. I'm not going to force myself to finish this tonight, but I think we can maybe get there. I don't think there's that much left between this and the last mission, but the last mission is pretty involved. I will say too, before we're so close to starting the game, I promise, there is a slight possibility that I'm going to do a stream tomorrow, a bonus stream tomorrow. And I was thinking that in doing that, I would probably do the Arrival DLC, because it's not that long. It's like, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops. So I thought maybe we could finish it tonight, then come back tomorrow, boom, Arrival DLC, and then we're done. Put Mass Effect 2 on the finished shelf, and Bob's your uncle in that. Spoil the entire script and talk about what could potentially carry over into Doomsday. I know that's crazy that leaked. I just feel like you're not wrong. Like the Disney like death squads would make sure something like that would never see the light of day. Because I would figure, even though they're not using that script, obviously not making that movie anymore, it would probably logically be possible that they were still planning on using elements of it in the movie they are making, and maybe now they would hold off. I mean, I realize probably in some ways it's too late to like make those changes. Although they're like making those movies fucking weeks ahead, like weeks before it comes out, like mere weeks before it comes out. They're changing details and stuff. So maybe not. I don't know. It seems pretty disastrous. Not, you know, scripts like that sometimes come out for those movies that don't get made, but it's like way after. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. Obviously, we talked about that before, but like usually way after, you know, the time they were written, or, you know, when the movie would have come out. Whereas this, you know, not so much. So that's very uncharacteristic for something like that to see the light of day. I also learned that there's apparently a secret PlayStation underground vault housed in a mine shaft that holds everything related to PlayStation that's ever been made ever. So I do want to form sort of an Ocean's 11-esque heist crew to break in and steal PT so we can play it, because that's the only way. You either have a PlayStation that has it installed already, or you got to go steal it out of the mine shaft. What's going on, Brett Marr? Thanks for coming in. How you doing? Thanks for watching. All right, here we go. Derelict. We're going to the Derelict Reaper. If you forgot what this even was, I got this mission like weeks ago. Let's get in there. Ay. I'm sure I'll remember all the other things I wanted to talk about, but I've already been talking without playing this game for 20 minutes, so for the love of God, let's get in here. Alright, we're going there. Let's get Tali, and let's take, I don't know. Let's make it interesting. Let's take Miranda. Let's go. Jeff! Yeah, no points. Miranda got points. Overload. There you go. And we can, let's see. Synthetic stun time. Overheat. Let's do this one. Heavy. And Tali, you got any points for me? Nah. Alright, let's get in there. Been a while since we progressed the main story. Basically not since the collector ship, I don't think.
What's with all the chop, Joker?
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph. There's a second ship alongside the Reaper. It's not transmitting any IFF, but the radar paints its silhouette as Geth.
I guess we know why the science team stopped reporting in. What just happened?
The Reaper's Mass Effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope. Eye of the hurricane, huh?
Alright, so this is pretty nuts. We're landing on a dead Reaper.
No
Well,
one
we're
here to welcome us. That's not good.
we're accessing the lab built around the dead Reaper. Maybe once again getting some of those Resident Evil vibes from this. Yeah, Overlord has like a really good kind of creepy atmosphere for like the first half, maybe more of it. I'd kind of forgotten about that. That was the part that I was playing and I was like, oh man, I kind of wish I did maybe stream this, but it's too late.
The airlock has been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for shirt sleeves work. The crew is itchy. I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to
Oh,
what this
sorry.
sense.
Oh, I didn't get to steal his money.
Ancient life form. Privately, I can't deny the atmosphere.
I'm pretty tired, by the way.
The walls seem to press down on you.
Pretty tired.
I find myself clenching my teeth.
Pretty tired, which will not be a great advantage towards finishing this tonight, but maybe we'll find the energy. Before Waffle Mania, dude, I was so like I was not just mentally tired, I was physically tired. I was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. And I started watching that Waffle Coupon ladder match with Matt and Featured Films, and I found it, man, and I think I was pretty good at maintaining it till maybe the second to last match, and then I was starting to fade reading that Macho Man story that was like 20 pages long.
We finished cataloging specimens A203 to B016. No evidence of active nanotechnology noted. Dr. Chandana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chandana has been staring at the samples for hours. He says he's listening to them.
Let's get in here. Let's see something spooky. Obviously, a terrible idea to really be anywhere near this Reaper,
What just
dead or
happened?
otherwise.
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
As curious as I am about the Reapers, I'd rather not be trapped inside one.
I need options, Joker. What have you got for me?
Shepard, a kinetic barrier
I'm
can only
definitely
be produced by a
touching
Mass
my
Effect
ear.
generator. That is true for any ship, even a Reaper. At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the wreck's Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now. Be advised, this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
If any helmsman can pull us off this thing before it reaches crush depth, it's you. We'll make a sweep for survivors and recover what data we can. Stand by.
Aye, aye. Good hunting.
Alrighty, let's just walk into this giant dead Reaper.
Disconcerting. Did the Geth do all this?
You're married? You never mentioned that.
Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps.
What? Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story.
Uh-oh.
I know my wife. I remember that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings.
Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember too.
What the hell is this? How can we remember the same thing?
It sounds like the Reaper was affecting their mind.
No, I think they're just married to the same lady. I think they're kind
Eyes
of
up front.
freaky. Oh my, speaking of freaky! Hey, get out of here. Oh my god, oh my god! I did kind of forget what we'd be fighting on here. I'm not sure if there are Geth on here or not.
Whether the technology to make husks came from the Geth.
Hey! Warner Brother next time. Why am I using my gun? I could just be using my mind. Sorry about that. I forgot I had superpowers. It's only been a week, right? Or no, it has been a week. It's been more than a week. It's not Tuesday. It's Thursday. the Reaper's affecting my mind too. So it's been a little bit more there. Get the fuck out of here. Avatar 3 trailer was shown at CinemaCon and was incredible. Oh! Did you explode? Does that one explode? The red one? Didn't explode that time. Oh, you guys are climbing up too. I was just about to ask, where are you coming from? Because they're giving the appearance of like crawling out of the earth, but we're on a spaceship. They're like climbing up it. Disgusting.
Third day with this headache. You'd think Chandana would have let me have a few hours off. God damn! What? That thing, that just gray thing, it disappeared when I looked straight at it. It came out of the damn wall where we took off that panel.
I didn't see anything. You should lie down.
I'm telling you, this ship isn't dead. It knows we're inside it.
Calm down. Now I'm getting a headache.
Avatar 3. Alright. The Avatar. What are they called? They're not called avatars. What are the people they're called? Oh, I like...
An unidentified shooter is
my brain
about.
is
Problematic.
disintegrating in the same way that all the scientists here. Na'vi, thank you. Na'vis fight each other in this one. Alright. We'll see. Because you might remember, unlike you, we played that game last year, but unlike you, I'm just not that into those
Enemies
movies.
in front.
I like the second one better than the first one, for what that's worth. But I think that movie's too long. I hate to be one of those guys, but it's true. Whoa! Touchdown! I love that. We had so much fun with that during Shadow Broker. Over the mountains. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember thinking that second Avatar, I could have done without like the first half of the movie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm so happy for the people who like those movies a whole lot. I think it's awesome. I think that's great. What the fuck? What? What just happened? What? That's like I got killed by a biotic. Are they doing biotics, or did Miranda hit me with the stray? Is that possible?
This is valuable.
Oh, this is valuable. Did I miss all that the first time? Watch the new one in theaters, dude? I don't have time for that. I just really don't. I don't have time. You're gonna have to send the kids on vacation again. Otherwise, I don't have time to sit in a theater for fucking 4.5 hours watching one of these movies. And also, I just don't know that I really have the desire. We'll see. Maybe this will. I'll see the trailer and I'll like, that looks awesome. I would probably enjoy them more, like successfully watching them in a single sitting, as Mr. Cameron intended them to be seen. Sure, I definitely will give you that, but just don't have time. Who has the time to do that? Not me. And, you know, as well, I don't love those movies. I just don't. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to really I'm gonna have to be really compelled by what I see to consider doing that. Oh my god! Oh, that's what was shooting me, I think. That guy. That was the blue man. And I'm not talking about the Na'vi. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop. Okay, we gotta do something about this. I feel like I forgot how to play this game. And so did everybody else. Help. This is crazy. Stop. You guys are... Stop! Stop! Fuck you! Christ! The Papa's taken the Pope's soul. You know what I mean? I don't need you to... The money was not the issue. I don't know if you heard me. I did. But I don't need you to buy the ticket for me. I just don't know if I have the time or desire. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. It's just not... Right now, that's just not my thing in the way that it's yours. And I think it's beautiful that you found something you like so much. I always am happy for people who find things they like that much. I saw the new trailer for Megan. It's Megan 2.0. Saw that. Might make time for that. I probably won't, actually. I showed it to Jess before I came down here, and she was like, "You go see it?" And I was like, probably not. Probably not. I like the first one well enough, but you know, the idea of the new ones, to me, this new one, honestly, I watched the trailer and it was a funny trailer, but this one I was like, I think it might be, because the first one's silly too. I think this one might be a little too silly. I think this one might be a little too amused with itself, and it's gonna be more annoying.
We've seen these before, Shepard.
Than funny.
Dragon's teeth your people.
It was a funny trailer. Maybe I'm just a Debbie Downer.
Eden Prime.
And in other places. The distribution suggests that their Reaper technology shared with the Geth.
Let's examine.
See how the room is arranged? They treated this thing like some kind of altar.
That doesn't seem right. No one in their right mind would want this.
You heard the logs. They were seeing things, hearing things. They were being indoctrinated.
This place sucks.
I've seen a few myself. On Eden Prime, and a few other places. Keep sharp. The science team was nearly 100 strong. There may be a lot more husks in here.
I was too busy talking about Megan 2.0. I didn't even really comprehend what I was seeing. This is pretty awful. This place sucks, guys. Haven't seen the first Megan. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that you need to see it. It's by no means a must see. That's a cool line. Dead God can dream.
With magic powers, it's a force. It warps reality just by being there. It doesn't have to want to. It doesn't have to think about it. It just does. That's what Chandana didn't get.
Chandana.
God's mind is gone, but
I mean, it's amusing. I'm not saying it's bad. I enjoyed it. Haven't had the desire to rewatch it or anything, but you get the premise of it immediately, and if you like it, then you'll like the movie maybe, and if not, then you won't. But where do you want me to go? Huh? What did I miss? I missed something. Down here? Down here and around. Hack the door. Got it. Don't fuck this one up. Actually, you know what? I don't know if we're gonna finish this tonight. It's just starting to dawn on me that maybe we don't finish tonight, and maybe that's what tomorrow's bonus stream would be instead of Arrival. Or maybe we finish it tomorrow and then play Arrival. I don't know. I'm open to finishing tonight. I'm just feeling hella tired. It's unfortunate that I feel so tired. I'm trying to remember precisely what's left. I don't know, it feels possible. Jeff, where'd you get that gun? You don't have that gun. We don't have that gun. Hey, who's that? A Geth? Going to shoot me in the head? Oh, he saved my life. A friend? Yeah, he's a friend. He's good. He's a good Geth. He called me Shepard Commander.
Never heard of a Geth speaking to someone.
It shouldn't be able to talk. A single Geth has no more intelligence than a
I don't know, Talia, that sounded pretty racist. And maybe you weren't paying attention to the Overlord DLC I played off stream, Talia, but there was definitely Geth talking to a person in that one. Maybe if you take the time to listen once in a while, you'd find out they have a lot to say. Somebody else do something. I do feel like I don't know why, it's really not been that long. It's not been that long since I streamed it, and I did play Overlord in the interim, but for some reason, my brain, like, is not... I guess maybe I've just been playing a lot of other stuff. It's not been that long, but I was playing 2K24 and 25 and Split Fiction. Ugh. I'm not really getting the wires crossed with the wrestling games, but maybe with Split Fiction a little bit. Where's Singularity? Oop. Why didn't you get Singularity? Some of you guys are cheaters, I'm pretty sure. Some of you guys are hacking. Some of you guys! Stop! I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I can't get out. I'm boxed in. What the fuck? I was boxed in. I couldn't move. I was stun locked, for real. That sucked.
Hostile spotted. Want some more?
These are awful, huh? I don't really remember these being that... One of them's nothing, but when they get you cornered like that, what a nightmare. What's the heavy gun I have? I have the arc projector. I don't know. I mean, that might still be a little effective against them, yeah? Let's see. Yeah, well, oh! Teleporter! Alright, this is bullshit, man. You guys are... Oh my god, they're all teleporting. They're all teleporting. Tally, we're getting... Back out, back out, back out, back out. We're gonna... Here, let's bottleneck them here. They're using Game Sharks! Yeah. For Game Shark. What a time. Game Shark was... I don't even really, in hindsight, like these days, I don't really understand what Game Shark was. You know, to a child's brain, it was like... It's this device that you can use cheat codes with, and like... Ugh. I guess that is what it was, but... See you later. See you in Mass Effect 3, maybe. This sucks! I hate them! Oh, there's a big one over there. That's really gonna be the source of all my anguish. Come on. I see you. Come on! Alright, everybody get this guy. This guy out of here. Get out of here! Oh, man. Yeah. No, I didn't actually... Like, I do understand what Game Shark was. I understand what it did. I did use it. But what the fuck was it? You know what I mean? Like, it was that's a crazy thing to just have, like, for sale at the store. Hey, you plug your game into this and you can, like, functionally break it. The only thing I ever used Game Shark on was Pokemon. I don't even know, like, I don't even associate Game Shark with anything but Pokemon. Because it wasn't just, like, cheat codes. You know what I mean? It was... You were, like, messing with the code of the game and manipulating it to, like, make a Pokemon spawn or, you know... Get out of here! Didn't even help. You know, so if you wanted... It was like one of the only ways to get Mew, right? Fuck! I hate these guys so much. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die again. Stop! Like, you get stun locked! Feels terrible. I didn't remember this being, like, so terrible. Oh my god, it, like... Can somebody else help?
Enemy down.
I can't fucking do anything from here. God damn it. Please. I did not remember this part being so difficult. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just terrible at it. Holy fuck. You would think they wouldn't be that hard, right? Because they're just a bunch of, like, goobers running at you. They don't have any ranged weapons. Just get. I mean, they're all pretty easy to kill until you get caught in the middle of their fucking circle jerk. And you're having to be the biscuit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can get, that's like you get Mew with the Game Shark because he wasn't actually in the game. That was the other crazy thing too. They're like, if you want to get Mew, or like the one I specifically remember was Gen 2 Celebi. I was a Pokemon Silver kid, big time. And if you wanted to Celebi, you had to like go to a special event, like in New York City, and get it uploaded to your copy of the game. Like, that's crazy. Like, you just had to be... You had to be a real deal Pokemon player to do that, right? Like, nowadays they're just like, yeah, I don't know, pay $20 and you can get it. Back in my day, you had to go across state lines. Should probably be using these more. Oh, I didn't even get this, but there you go. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. What? They are teleporting. What is that? You're seeing that, right? That's not supposed to be happening. This game's glitched. They're using Game Sharks. I want a refund. I want them all to get banned. Ban them all.
There we go.
Please. Please report them. I guess it's pretty scary, right? I don't know how scary they really are. It's more frustrating than anything. And you got this big buffoon. Hey! Oh, it has a gun. It has like a Cronenberg gun that sticks out of it. I don't know if I ever noticed that before. It's got a organic gun. Flesh gun. Yeah, the rare candies. Now, you could also do the old missing no. Yeah, you like surf on the side of Cinnabar Island and you could find this like leftover, like broken Pokemon code, like non-existent Pokemon code, and you could do all sorts of clever things with it to like clone items in your inventory. Look at this fucking clown. Are you serious? And sometimes you could get like weird Pokemon to spawn there as well by using it. But I remember the thing was you were never supposed to catch missing no because it might like break your game and corrupt your save file. But I was a stupid kid and I did it anyway.
Get ready to fight.
And it didn't break my game, miraculously. But what it did do, so I caught the missing no. And what was really interesting about the one, because you just, there's no, like, everybody knows what the missing no looks like. It's this, like, weird block of, like, pixels. It looks like a glitch. It doesn't look like any sort of Pokemon. But sometimes, like, the, like, character sort of sprite for it could, other things could show up in its place. And the one time I caught it, it was the sprite for your rival, like Gary Oak, or maybe Blue if you're one of the, like, Pokemon purists. It's red and blue, not Gary and Ash. And so if I, like, played against one of my friends and I put the missing no out, it looked like a Gary Oak came out of my Pokeball. And because I was a child, I told them there was a secret way to catch people in the game. Oh yeah, you can catch people, but it's a secret, and I'm not going to tell you how. If you beat your rival a special way, you get to put him in a Pokeball at the end, and he gets to be a Pokemon. that was the, you know, that's what you did as a kid. You just lied about Pokemon all the time. To this day, I remember one of my closest friends at the time said he got a special, like, holographic Charizard card, which is still valuable now. Like, people seek them out and they're valuable and they are rare, but, like, then we were truly talking about, like, you know, it was to get one of those Charizard cards. I mean, there was just nothing more important than that at the time. And he said he got one, but his parents made him, like, hide it in a safe. Because they didn't want anybody to steal it from him. He's like, so I have it, but I can't show you because I don't know the code to the safe. But he didn't have it. Like, what an asshole. That's how big Pokemon was. You think Pokemon's big now, and it is big, but back then, it was so big that you'd be dishonest to the people who trusted you, just to look cooler. You're like, I just need everybody to think I'm really cool with Pokemon. Why am I not using these? There we go. Probably because it didn't do anything, huh? Ah! Yeah! Wish I had the portable nuke right now. This is doing more than nothing, I guess, so. No. God, go away! Talking about Pokemon.
This will put them down.
You know what I should also be using is the heavy pistol against this. Done. Done. I don't know how to play this game.
Enemies in front.
Hmm? Hmm? Hmm?
Enemy down. One left.
Is that, are we done? Is this an infinite supply? Should I just go? Boop!
Nothing faster than Jessica Boss.
Stop playing after my cousin asked to borrow my Game Boy and completely overwrote my save file. Ooh, that's hard times right there. That's rough. You go excommunicado over that kind of thing, you know what I mean? You start shunning somebody over that. That's rough. I think that truly would have broken me. I mentioned Pokemon Silver, like, that was so sacred to me. If somebody had ruined that for me, I do think I would have probably had, like, a psychotic breakdown.
This must be it.
Hey, got it!
So the Cerberus team did recover it. But where are they now?
Here's the wall saver my friend's Charizard's in. Let's see if we can take it from them. Don't mess this up. I've been thinking about getting this for years. In my 30s now, and I still remember that Charizard. I'm so tired I actually can't remember the fucking symbols. Come on, don't mess it up. This is the C. C! Thank God I doubled the time on this. I cried and fought him. It was Pokemon Silver. Ugh. That's rough. Silver was my game. Like, I had... excuse me. I had Gen 1. I think I had all the games for Gen... I think I had Red, Blue, and Yellow because my stupid ass didn't understand that they were functionally the same games. The Yellow was the best one. But Silver was the one where I, like, really locked in and, like, I was, like, a little older and understood the game better. And I got the game guide, and so, like, I was finding all the stuff. Like, that was my obsession. Like, every day playing Pokemon Silver. Loved it, loved it. It's why to this day Chikorita's my boy. It's my favorite Pokemon because he was my first starter in Pokemon Silver, and I had so many special adventures with Chikorita, so he's still my favorite. Please don't. Please don't. Oh my god, it's like we're doing a huge, like, battle royale, aren't we? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Give me this money. Give me these Pokemon cards. This is what, now I understand when they release new Pokemon cards, This is basically what it looks like in the... as they're opening the store. People just show up like this and, like, assault each other and people who work there. I saw a video of, like... Oh! Like, Costco did, like, a special release of the Pokemon cards. And when they, like, opened up the aisle they were in, just, like, everybody at the front of the line was just, like, shoveling them up into their arms and just buying them in mass. It's like a terrible disaster. Because of shit like that, you gotta like hold them behind the counter and be like, only one per customer. Because obviously they were not all just buying them to get them. Like, obviously they were gonna sell them online. They're gonna be limited availability. All the stores were gonna get picked clean. Gonna be a bunch of deaths. Are we good? Are we done? Because that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, which I'm pretty skeptical about. We good? What are we doing? We're leaving? What about our new friend? What about our new friend? Oh yeah, I should know. I'm talking to a Costco guy right now. Big booms in the boom meter. What am I supposed to be doing? Are we hearing a big sound? Oh, we're destroying this. Maybe that was supposed to make it harder. We're supposed to be trying to destroy this while they were attacking me. Reaper cores hate this one simple trick. Oh, yep, okay.
Incoming.
I knew that was too easy, based on the level I just played. And I wasn't complaining. I was fine to... I was fine to keep playing that. Be done playing that, rather. I am playing that. What am I talking about? Am I alive? Is this a simulation? Did I die? Is there a gas leak in my basement? Why does anybody watch this? Oh my god, why does anybody watch? Why does anybody watch? Why does anybody watch? Get away from me. God, if you can hit that right, it's a great move to kill them all, but... Come on, combo! Combo! And they're all dead, I don't care. Alright, it's open. Maybe this one's better? Ah, you suck. You're a loser-ass bitch. We did limits of 2. See, that's how you got it. The one I was watching, it was like, they just put them on the shelf, and they're like, alright, you can buy them now! And so, yeah, they were just, like, manhandling these Pokemon cards, so they wouldn't have to share. Can't do that. Makes me very grateful that in the years that I was doing retail, I never worked at a store that sold Pokemon cards. The only thing we ever had that was remotely like that was the Funko Pops, but, like, it wouldn't be like crowds waiting outside to get them. It would be just like a few fucking weirdos. And they were weirdos. They were genuinely some of like the saddest people I've ever shared there with. I would just... And again, you know, to echo things I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm not better than anybody. Alright? I'm sure there's things I do and care about that would make those people think I was a sad loser also. They'd be like, what? You spent like 100 hours working on this like wrestling thing that like 10 people are gonna watch, baby? At best. You don't have anything better to do with your time, but like I would see that and be like, brother, if I ever don't ever let me get like this, like waiting outside a store at like 9 in the morning to get a Funko Pop. Well, that's one thing. You know what? That's one thing. That's not a lie. We didn't sell Pokemon cards. I don't know where you go. Don't call me a liar. Fuck you. You're a fucking liar. But I, you know, it was one thing when it's one thing to like know the new ones were coming out and they would show up and get. It's like that. Okay, you know what? That's not even the thing that would make me feel sad for them. That's actually somewhat reasonable. What would really make me sad is when they would just kind of linger around. They would like memorize like when our shipments were coming in, and they would just like, as soon as a door opened, they'd be like, "Got anything new?" And I'm like, I don't know. I've not opened the box, okay? And they would like wait around for me to eventually open the box, and then be like, "Got anything new?" Like, and if I did, it's like they didn't even care what it was. Just if it was new, it didn't even matter what it was. They just had to buy it. They had to own fucking Funko. It's just like, do something else. Do anything else. What, like everybody has a couple of them. I have a couple of them, right? But I think like the obsessive collecting of them is just, it just strikes me as bizarre. I don't know. I just don't think they're very appealing. And when you have like walls of them, I think they're very ugly. I think it's like they're so like uniform, and they just by design like lack personality. And they, when they're all in the boxes and it's just like this monolith of like soulless pop culture, I just think it's just so drab. And I say this as somebody who worked in those stores and looked at the monolith I had to maintain the monolith quite often, you know, and it's terrible. The chase ones, that's what they were looking for. It's all coming back to me. The chase figures are what they were looking for. The like rare variants. That's why they would lurk around on truck days, because they would know that if they had any chance of getting one, it would have to be on those days. Yeah. Anyway, let's blow this up. That's why I feel like I'm not going to finish this game, is because it is a meandering stream of consciousness kind of night. Alright, we did it. Let's get out of here.
Wait, Shepard. Cerberus would want that Geth for study.
Leave it there. You know what they are. If it gets into Normandy's computers...
Do you have any chase figures?
That's true, but I'm not sure it's worth the risk, Shepard.
There's no time to debate it, Tally. Come on.
Yeah, no, it would be terrible to let this thing get into Cerberus's hands, but he seems like kind of a buddy, so...
Open the port side airlock.
Cool job, Jeff. Good job.
We're clear. Go.
Yeah, dumbass squid. See ya. Abrupt ending screen. Clip it? You can clip it. You can clip it and ship it.
For now, we've stored it in Edie's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things on Eden Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
You don't know how? How long have we been doing this? You don't know how to clip stuff? Come on. It's too late. The moment's passed.
I want to know why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe? Would a machine care about that?
No. Trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a convenient field repair.
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. This one tried to communicate with us. Hell, it probably saved our lives. Why?
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve an airlock.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've done.
Obviously, we're not giving Cerberus anything. Ever.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate it again.
Bullets can.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Tally's gonna freak when she hears about this.
Now, she was there, Jacob.
So what about this Reaper IFF?
I know you wouldn't know much about that.
I have determined how to integrate it with our systems. However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy's systems poses certain risks.
I trust you, Edie. I know you won't let anything happen to the ship.
Understood, Shepard. It may take several hours before the IFF is ready for shakedown. I will alert you as soon as it is ready.
Sounds good. Until then, it's business as usual. Crew dismissed.
Oh boy. Alright, time for a little temp check. Okay, we're here. Now, here's something I remember. Well, hold on, we'll see what Big Jake wants, if anything.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Nothing?
We'll talk later.
Commander.
I thought you got, maybe, who's over here? Morden? Maybe Morden has something he'd like to say about that incredibly scary mission? What do you think?
Shepard, how can I help?
Alright.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay, here's something I remember. Can I afford any upgrades? Sniper damage go up? Yeah, let's do that. Love that. Prototypes. Health go up? Love that. Shotgun go up? Love that. Shotgun extra rounds? Sure. I don't use a shotgun, but somebody does. What else? Missile launcher? Sure. Give me a missile launcher. Alright, here's something I remember is... we have to be careful about this, because something weird happens here sometimes. So, like, the way the Reaper IFF thing works is, like, once you have it, the game is doing this quiet countdown thing, where you have to do so many missions until it's installed, and then you can do the next mission. But if you're in the position that we are in right now, where we've basically done everything in the game, it'll override that countdown and just immediately get it installed. It does that if we get too close to the galaxy map. It will do the check. It'll check our progress and go, oh, you've already done all the main missions and loyalty missions. Let's just go ahead and get this Reaper IFF installed. Problem is, there is a mission we still need to do. We need to do our Geth Buddy's loyalty mission. And we don't have it. We got to come down here and talk to him. So we have to make sure, we have to be careful that they don't get too close to the galaxy map, or it's going to stop us. Okay. I forgot all about this. And I luckily had read, I don't know, they might have fixed it in the Legendary Edition, but it's not like that. Alright. He is... yeah, he's here. What do you mean you don't use this like that? You stream on it and you watch people on here pretty frequently. I know you do, because sometimes I'll pull up somebody's stream and then I'll see that WattRealN is already in the chat, and I'll be like, whoa, that's weird. And then I won't even participate in the chat, because I'll be like, I don't want to explain that there's two people in this chat under the same username. Do it from your phone. You can clip from your phone. I primarily watch from my phone. There's literally, look, there's like literally, what's it look like? There's a clip button. If you look at the stream on your phone, there's a big button at the top of the stream that says clip. It's not that hard. But it would be, at this point, it's been so long since the moment that you want to clip that it's really not even worth your trouble. Oh, we don't need to heal our scars. We are scarless. Who the hell? Who is this Commander Shepard reject? It's like literally armor from... who are you? You're guarding the Geth, I guess? He's like wearing armor from the first Mass Effect. This is exactly what a custom Shepard looks like to me. Like, imagine if I was this guy. Who is that guy? You could never be me. Oh, look at this, the face out. You could never be me. That's why you're in here.
Ten Hut.
That's his name, Ten Hut.
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready. Aye, aye.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
First time I played this game, this blew my fucking mind.
Can
Having
you
a Geth on
understand
board.
me?
Yes.
He's
Are
talking
you
to
going
me.
to attack me?
No.
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the Old Machine.
Old Machine? You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the Old Machines.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the Old Machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the Old Machines' hardware to protect our future.
Are the Reapers a threat to you, too?
Yes.
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the Old Machines. Shepard Commander opposes the Old Machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes.
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in
Geth Shepard.
There is no individual. We
Commander
are
Geth.
There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Okay. Edie, enough with the Bible thumping. It's no need for that.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy.
Put her there, you son of a bitch.
We anticipate the exchange of data. Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the Old Machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the Old Machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper Corps?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
Notice people call us Watt Real. Well, people do just call... People will just refer to me as Watt. Or Watt Real in the chat. They don't know who it is at that moment. See, that to me, like, though, that's like a problem. And I thought about just signing into my old user before I was streaming on here. But then I don't feel like going through the trouble of having to explain, like, yeah, this is Taylor, I use this for chatting, yada yada. Like, it's more confusing than it's ever supposed to be. So, people don't, I don't know, I don't think you and I necessarily watch all the same people, so I've not really, it's not been much of an issue. The only people who, like, might ask who it is, like, Sugar will ask, because we both watch him, or, like, Eli might ask. But, like, I know you've been watching Pixie, and good for you, you should watch Pixie. That was the one the other night where I went in the chat and I was like, oh, Pixie's live. I think she's live right now too. And I just saw you were already in the chat, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch, but I'm not even gonna say anything because then there's two of us and that's hard to explain. And what are we gonna do? Sign each message like she's supposed to know who is who? Like that's just not. That's irregular. That's unnecessary.
So, the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes. Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretic's conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geths say 2 is less than 3.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL convoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
They built stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The Heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack Organics. We condemn these judgments.
Heretic headquarters. Sounds like we could end their raids once and for all. Let's do it.
Total victory is a possibility. We cannot judge the odds at this time. Regardless, we will begin preparations.
Oh, I didn't really mean to wrap that conversation up so quickly, but very well. Chalkwest, you see that shit?
Commander, I very much enjoyed sharing that ice brandy with you, but I hope I wasn't too unprofessional.
Oh, lady, that was like
Branded
4
you
weeks
straight to
ago.
my head.
I enjoyed
It's nice
it.
to see you let your hair down.
Guess I hadn't realized how much those feelings needed airing, but I didn't give you much of a chance to vent. So tell me now, what do you think?
Everyone's depending on us. We won't let them down.
They just don't make them like you anymore, Shepard. Well, promise me we'll share a bottle every year. The next one is on me.
Where's my hug, Dr. Chakwas? Alright, let's, I don't know, does everybody have, oops. Oh man, I definitely forgot how to play. I'm hitting left stick for sprint instead of X. That's from Split Fiction, for sure.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Alright, never mind. I thought maybe everybody had thoughts on Legion getting on board. Maybe Tali does? Let's see. I thought everybody would have something to say after that. But we were successful, so we got Legion's loyalty mission. His is the last one, and then we should be in the end game. Tali?
Shepard.
Wow, nothing from you either.
Talk to you later.
That's crazy. Alright. I have been a little concerned on whether I've missed some dialogues from people on the Normandy just because of the sort of non-traditional way I've been playing this with the stream and everything. Kelly!
Commander, you've received
I know Kelly's got something to
we
say.
have a Geth down in the
Kelly,
Encore.
my girl.
Makes me a little uneasy, but I trust your judgment, Commander.
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
We don't have anything sassy to say to her at this point. Lucid Man. Shepard, I'm pleased that you were able to recover the Reaper IFF, and I've sent EDI all the necessary protocols to get it integrated successfully into the Normandy systems. With luck, this will give us the ability to get through the Omega-4 relay and take the fight to the Collectors on our own terms. I've been notified about the intact Geth and your decision to keep it. If you believe that it can be trusted, then go ahead and activate it. Oh, I already did. Sorry. Just make sure that EDI is adequately protected against any hacking attempts. It's not necessarily the decision I would have made, Shepard, but this is your call. You've already cast a wide net in your recruiting efforts, and if the Geth are willing to fight the Collectors, then we can use them on the team. I trust you to get the job done, whatever it takes. What do you mean? That's not true. You would have loved to have grabbed that Geth. You're just saying you disagree with my decision to keep it? Oh, you're out of save files. Go all the way to the bottom. Keep it on here instead of, like, give it to your stooges? You're corny, man. You're a fraud. Alright, let's go do Legions. That's the thing. I can't remember how long his is. That's really going to be the deciding factor and whether I try to finish this. After we finish his, I'm pretty sure we're just like, we're at the end. But the final showdown in this game is quite involved. It's really, really good. I've praised it a whole bunch on here in the past. Up until Veilguard is basically my gold standard for like a BioWare third act. And I know there's a lot of things people didn't like about Veilguard, and I think a lot of those critiques are valid, but I'll say that third act is pretty fucking fantastic. A lot of it reminded me of this, so I will be pretty excited to finally do that on here. And hopefully it'll live up to the hype I've given, both to you and to myself. Show Pixie and lurking Dilly. Oh yeah, I'm always in Dilly, so if you start chatting in Dillies, that's going to get real confusing. I think you and I communicate very differently, though, so even the people we both watch, I feel like, are catching on to, like... Because, like, I mentioned Shug and Eli, and you said you watched them, but now that I think about it, neither of them have had to ask whether it's me or not. They can just, like, tell from the first message that it's not you. So, I think we have pretty distinct ways of talking, I guess, or chatting. Look at this cool-ass evil ship. Alright, we're bringing Legion, and I don't know, should we bring Tali, or does that count as, like, emotional abuse? This would be, like, let's do it. She'll have fun. I bet if anybody has good, unique dialogue here, it's gonna be Tali. And Legion, gotta have so many points. 27! Alright, let's get you up here. Geth Infiltrator. Look at this. Late game squad member. Health go up, damage, power recharge. Weapon damage. Let's do the one with more damage. And hacking. Boop, 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 boop. Hacking 12, 500. Let's do that, and then... Anything new for Tali? Got 2. Energy drain. And Shepard, why don't you bring the missile launcher? Actually, you know what? No, let's not bring the missile launcher. Let's keep the art projector, even though I used it a bunch. I don't know how much it's recharged, but if we're going to go fight more Geth, that'd actually probably be a good weapon to keep.
You know it's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed.
Show some respect. That's my friend, Joker. Legion is awesome. He's a great addition.
Alert. This facility has little aerogravity. Geth require neither.
Tali's already not freaking out.
Won't we be detected? Don't they have intrusion alarms?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated their wireless network and filled the data storage with random bits.
Also, yes, my 30-year-old ass is excited for new Phineas and Ferb. You say that as if we were talking about that, as if I was curious about that, as if I would even know what you were talking about in the first place. Good for you. Just like Avatar, I'm glad you found something that makes you happy.
And that helps us how?
The heretics must scrub this junk data. They have partitioned themselves into local networks, working in parallel. Any alarm we trigger will not go beyond the room we are in. Only accessing the main core will trigger a station-wide alert.
We've got a job to do. Let's get to it.
Shepard Commander, we concluded that destruction of this station was the only resolution to the heretic question. There is now a second option. Their virus can be repurposed. If released into the station's network, the heretics will be rewritten to accept our truth.
Either way, these Geth won't be a problem anymore. But Shepard, think about this. If you rewrite these Geth, they'll join the others. Legion's Geth will be stronger. Can we trust them not to attack us in the future?
Why didn't you mention this before we came aboard?
We did not know the virus was complete. It is. It can be used against the true Geth at any time. Our arrival was timely.
They're your people, Legion. You must have an opinion.
This is new data. We have not yet reached consensus. We will process as the mission proceeds.
This isn't the time to debate it. Let's move while the heretics are distracted.
Sounds like a big choice is coming up that may have consequences that span into Mass Effect 3. I don't know.
The Geth are inactive. Maybe we can sneak past them.
Interrupting data streams will alert local network. We recommend preemptive strikes against hardware routers.
So don't step on the green. Alright, but you guys better not step on the green. Oh. Oh, we're gonna have to, I think, right? Dude. How could we not? That's just something I'm not seeing. This door is very locked. I see you guys over there. We gotta destroy the... No, that's a Geth. We got to, right? There's no way to sneak. Excuse me, what's over here? Anything? Destroy anything? No? Alright, we're gonna have to, I guess... Is that what he's saying? Preemptive strike? Okay, well, that's gonna be against this guy. Let's go ahead and do... This.
Target contact. We've been detected.
Eat this!
Done deal. No, not done deal. Ah! He was just lying on the ground, but he scared me.
Useful resources in the Geth hubs.
Why are all the heretics attached to these hubs?
These are mobile platforms, hardware. The crew is software. They are communing through the station's central computer.
I'm not sure I follow.
The heretics connect to the main computer to exchange data memories and program updates. We gain complexity by linking together. To be isolated within a single platform is to be reduced. We see less, comprehend less. It is quieter.
If you exchange data, memories, how do you keep track of which ones are yours? How do you stay you?
There is only we. We were created to share data among ourselves. The difference between Geth is perspective. We are many eyes looking at the same things. One platform will see things another does not, and will make different judgments.
I could see why you'd be conflicted about the heretics. In a way, whatever you do to them, you're doing to yourself.
Yes, once they return to us and upload their memories, we will share their experience of being altered.
Every other species I know of might be psychologically scarred by a traumatic experience like that.
It is not clear if Geth can be traumatized. We do not feel pain as you do. We cannot predict what the effects will be.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
We should go. It is a sort of interesting philosophical even, dilemma, eh? It's like, yes, on one hand, killing them does seem like the most unethical choice. But is it any more ethical
control of any defensive turret
to almost
just briefly, then self-destruct?
Okay.
Hacking turret.
You know, like the closest thing I can think to liken it to, with, like, people, is like it's almost like lobotomizing them, right? You're like changing their personalities to be more convenient to your purposes, and our purpose is survival. But is that better? Is it better to be changed mentally, emotionally? Is that different than dying? If you're a whole new thing afterwards? I don't know. Superman? Oh, no, I didn't watch the new thing with there was a new Superman first look, right? No, I did not watch it. Surprised you didn't do a video on it already. I probably will watch it. Okay, you guys are over there. If we kill you, we can get some stuff out of your hub. Your hub. I'm trying to look at the hub. We gotta interrupt somebody's hub, so it's gonna be you.
Targeting order process.
We've been spotted.
Under fire.
Oh my! Oh, how? Tali, how? Oh, both of you did. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What is going on over here?
Sniper rifle function inbound. Target contact.
There's a real stinker over here, isn't there? Tally, 2 deaths, 1 room. In the hub room? Gotta be kidding me. We're home. Felt like a Views from Metropolis reaction to it. By the way, still no Views from Metropolis. Week after week, I keep saying, where is it? Where is it? I'm just kidding. It's not that serious, but where is it? 2 tomorrow? You know what? Like all other DC things now, you're on the Believe It When I See It list. Believe it when I see it. If I were to see it, where are we at in the series at this point? Record Monday. I'm gonna say, I don't know. Like Monday, I think would be fine, but it's more so about whether I'll have time to watch that movie by Monday. We'll have to see about that. We'll have to see. Holy shit!
Target processed.
Superman 4, Smallville season 6. Who did Superman? Is that the Chance Ellison? He did Superman 4. Do I remember that right? He's the guest. Yeah, Tuesday definitely no go. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, never gonna happen. But Monday, I can try to watch that movie this weekend, and if I do, then sure. But no promises at this moment in time. I don't want to keep you on the hook for it though. So like, if you find something else that you'd like to do on Monday, don't wait around for me. Go ahead and make those plans. Because that documentary's pretty long, right? I watched it when it first came out. It's like 2.5 hours long, if I remember. Am I wrong about that? Because what I prefer is to be able to sit down, watch that one sitting, like take my notes, have it fresh in my mind so that when we talk about it, it's very easy to talk about. I don't want to watch it and then, like, you know, a week or two goes by and then it starts to evacuate my short-term memory, what little is left of it. It was a good documentary, I remember that. But I do remember being long, too. 142? Okay, not 2.5, but that's not bad at all, actually. 142 is not that bad. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of a different movie that was super long. Or maybe that, I don't know, maybe it just felt long? I don't know. Alright, 2 new eps tomorrow. Okay. I like that last Smallville one you did. You had Eli on as a guest. I thought that was cool that you got a guest with the Smallville episodes. I know that's a harder ask to be like, hey, I'm going to talk about a whole season of a show versus like a movie. Slam it. I saw you mentioned Lilo and Stitch. Gotta make time to go see that. Yeah, you're probably right. I think it looks not very good, but that's not going to be hardly any obstacle to prevent me from seeing it with my family, because I already got my tickets for a Minecraft movie on Saturday. Can't wait. I already see people saying it's the worst movie of the year. Can't wait. In a weird way, I am excited. It's like, nervous excitement. It's exciting in the same way that like watching when animals attack is exciting. You're like, oh man, this is gonna be terrible, but I'm like a little excited. It's gonna be real bad for me to see this, but you know, I can't look away. They want to go see it. They want to go see it, and you know, I'm not gonna be like, if we have the time and we can afford to go, I'm not gonna tell them. Ah, shit! I'm not gonna tell them. That was actually a mistake. I mean, I think we had to do this at some point, but I goofed it up. I goofed it up. Everybody saw. I'm really embarrassed. I'm not gonna tell the kids though, like, they can't. We're not gonna go see something because it's bad. I heard it was bad. Now, mind you, in any instance where that would have occurred, I do think we went. You know, the movie that we went and saw was in fact probably pretty bad. But Tali, seriously? What are you doing? What is happening over here? That's why you guys are just shooting each other point blank like this. Tali, please. Pull it together. There's somebody else over here somewhere, isn't there? Where are they? There he is. I forget I had this heavy pistol. It's quite good, but does not have a lot of ammo. Eli's... Oh, good, good. Maybe I'm thinking of Superman Returns or Man of Steel. I don't think I'm, like, conflating it with, like, an actual, like, you know, movie. You know, I don't think that's what it is. I just remembered it being really long, but that doesn't seem that long. And no, I don't think Lilo and Stitch. I never think these look good. I don't get it. There's nothing about it that would make me want to watch. If I was going to watch it, I would just watch the cartoon. Like, why would I want to watch an inherently, like, inferior version of the same story? Why would anybody want to do that? I don't understand. It's like, hey, same story, but, you know, but that it's like those movies are so beloved and good because of the way they're taking advantage of, like, the medium that's being used to tell those stories. And it's like, hey, what if we did the story again but completely stripped away that element of it, and it just looked like some fucking ugly, you know, people walking around on a green screen. So no, I don't think it looks good. But will I end up going to see it? Probably, because I dragged my parents to tons of bad movies, and they never ever said I couldn't go see one on the basis of it not looking good. And so it's time for me to, you know, I'm on the other side of the equation. I have to pay it back now. And to be fair, I haven't seen, like, a bunch of really bad movies because the kids wanted to go. It's not really happened. I can't even... What's, like, the worst one? I guess it really hasn't been, like, a bad one. You know? Probably, I guess not. Maybe we do use a bit of our fair judgment then. I don't know. Maybe they just... maybe they have good taste. Well, yeah, I haven't seen the Minecraft movie yet, but I'm sure that will be the worst one. I might be forgetting one. Right now, I would say maybe the worst one that I've seen just because they wanted to see it was maybe the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which I didn't even think was that bad, just more so, like, bizarre. It wasn't that bad, and I actually really liked taking him to go see it because it was like his first real horror movie, so it was a cool experience, and he loved it. And just knowing that he loved it was enough to make it worth it. So if we go and watch this movie on Saturday and they love it, I mean, I'll still come back here and tell you how bad it is. But, you know, if they love it, then it was worth it. It's worth my 90 minutes to 2 hours and a couple bucks if it's something they enjoy.
This isn't like the other hubs we've seen here.
This is a database. It contains a portion of the heretics' accumulated memories.
I saw Dogman earlier this year. That was pretty...
Wait.
That was something.
There are copies of our current patrol routes in this database. This suggests the heretics have runtimes within our networks.
Moana 2 wasn't very good, but she loved it, so it was worth it.
We wouldn't be here if the heretics wanted to be friends with the Geth. Why wouldn't they spy on you?
You do not understand. Organics do not know each other's minds. Geth do. We are not suspicious. We accept each other. The heretics desired to leave. We understood their reasons. We allowed it. There was peace between us.
It couldn't have lasted forever. You disagreed about what path you're
It's almost midnight? Oh, man. I don't know.
History is a litany of blood shed over differing ideals of rulership and afterlife. Geth have no such history. We shared consensus on such things. How could we have become so different? Why can we no longer understand each other? What did we do wrong?
When individuals are separated, they develop in different ways. When they get back together, they don't always get along.
If this is the individuality you value, we question your judgment. This topic is irrelevant. We must return to the mission.
Have you reached a decision about whether to rewrite the heretics or not?
We are still trying to build consensus. Some processes judge destruction preferable, others rewrite.
Let's keep moving.
Sounds like you're going to leave it up to me and not weigh in any meaningful way.
Overriding your target.
Go ahead and turn these bad boys on. I think we're almost done with this mission. Go ahead and get this for Tali. Do we want to go down there and do all of that? Or can we not go down there quite yet? Maybe we can from here. Are we going to go down here and heck? Oh, dang it. I misunderstood how those worked. I thought you hacked them and then they blew up shortly after, like, they started shooting. Well, then we don't want to just, like, go down there and turn all these on, do we? We want to get the enemies in here first.
Yes, we will upload a copy of our runtime into the core. It will delete all copies of the virus. When complete, it will notify us. The indexing operation will take time. The heretics will respond with force to our upload.
It's like Tali's worst nightmare.
We can override some of the station's internal systems to defend us. Are you ready to begin?
You can override these like you did the earlier turrets. They can help defend our
So
position.
I'll do it all from here.
Correct. In addition to the turrets around us, there are others on the mainframes below. Indicate which you want activated, and we will program them. This will only last a few seconds.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
Oh, okay, so I aim from up here to tell him where to turn the turret on. Got it. That makes a lot more sense.
Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile
Okay, where they at? All right, do this one. Do this one. Do this one. Oh. Oh. Where's the rest? Oh, they're floating. Got it. That went pretty good, huh?
Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
That one. Get that one. Get this one. Legion. Thank you. Who's shooting rockets at me? Cease. Whoa. Now he's on my team. Silly robot. No, he's not my team anymore! Just looked down and saw FNAF, and I don't know what we're talking about, but I don't like it. It's okay, sweetheart. We're not talking about it anymore. Actually, yes, we are. That's my next playthrough after this. We're gonna do the Ruin DLC finally. Can I tell you? Actually, funnily enough, so my original, I knew I wanted to do an April Fool's thing, right? My original plan was on April 1st. I was just gonna, like, as any other day, like, post, hey, live tonight, I'm playing Mass Effect 2, come in 10 o'clock, click on the Twitch link, and then you would have come here and I would have just inexplicably been playing the Five Nights at Freddy's Ruin DLC, which of course is mostly an April Fool's joke on myself, but that was my original plan before I came up with the Waffle Mania. It's funny how that works. There have been like 3 different instances now where I was planning on playing the Ruin DLC and then talked myself out of it through other means. It's almost like I'm trying to save myself. These guys are crazy! Oh my god, stop! Is there any cover here? Somebody do something, help!
Pop that drone away!
Fuck, somebody else participate! Good lord. Look out! Nobody sees this. He's not that stealthy, it's a flashlight for a head. Oh! Hello? That's fine. I'm sure that's fine.
Targeting order process.
Oh, I'm out of sniper ammo? Good lord. I would love if I get these turrets on. There, that one. There we go, that's better. Did it, finally.
Data mine and analysis
I will play that stupid DLC one day.
Commander,
I don't know when.
Do we
It's been like a year and a half.
Or delete them?
Alright. I don't need to ask him a bunch of questions about this. I do think historically I've always chosen to rewrite them. I've decided ultimately that feels a little more ethical, and it does make something a little more difficult to achieve, unfortunately, in the next game. But, you know, I'll sleep better knowing I took the high road.
If they're rewritten, your people will accept them back? Will they even want to go back?
They will agree with our judgments in return. We will integrate their experiences. All will be stronger.
Take them then. When we get control of the core, release the virus.
Acknowledged. Releasing virus. Note, remote access via high-gain transmission required.
What does that mean?
The virus will be sent to heretics in nearby star systems. This station will broadcast a powerful electromagnetic pulse through FTL channels.
How powerful?
Yield in excess of 1.21 petawatts. Alert. EM flux will be hazardous to unshielded organic forms. Addendum. The interior of this station is not shielded.
I really wish you'd said that before.
Uh-oh.
Back to the ship. Double time, people.
This way? Oh, I pressed the wrong sprint button. Double time, people.
We've been spotted.
Ah! Out of my way! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, come on. There's no time for this. Oh my god. Please. There's no time. Ah! Whoa, big! That's the biggest scath I've ever seen. Ah! Help! Fuck off. Come on. Okay, let's feel bad. Costco new item. The triple chunk chocolate cookie. New Legion outfit just dropped. He's gonna have sunglasses. He's gonna have a monocle. Alright, we done it. Okay, it's midnight now. But we're so close. I think I might go and just hope we can make it till 1 tonight.
I'm on it, Joker.
And by go, I mean go to try to beat the game, not leave. That's a poor choice of words.
I'm glad you're here. I caught Legion scanning my Omni tool. It was going to send data about the flotilla back to the Geth.
Creators performed weapons tests and were discussing plans to attack us. We believed it necessary to warn our people.
We already made the Geth stronger by rewriting the ones that worship the Reapers. I won't let Legion endanger the fleet by giving them more information.
Creator Talizora acts out of loyalty to her people. She was willing to be exiled to protect them. We must also protect our people from the Creator threat.
You can't let this happen, Shepard. I trusted you, and I worked with a Geth on the team, but this is too much.
Here's the thing. I'm a big... Knock this crap off. I'm a big Paragon, and you're both my friends now, and so you have to be friends with each other.
Tally, your father was running brutal experiments. If the subjects had been human, I'd damn well be telling the Alliance about it.
I know, but if the Geth find out...
They'd attack, which would cause a war that would leave both the Geth and the Quarians vulnerable when the Reapers show up. Is that what you want, Legion?
We believed it was necessary to relay the information.
Sooner or later, you're both gonna have to stop fighting this war, or we'll all end up paying for it.
To facilitate unit cohesion, we will not transmit data regarding Creator plans.
Thank you, Legion. I understand your intention. What if I gave you some non-classified data to send?
We would be grateful.
Look at that. She was holding him at gunpoint. Now they're working together because big, smiling Jeff Shepard went to work. He's our hero. He's the best. Let's see if we can say anything else to Legion now we completed his mission.
Shepard.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic.
Are you single?
When we took you aboard, I noticed you have a
go
piece
upstairs
of
like
N7
my
armor
space
well
hamster.
with you. Where did you get it?
It was yours. When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Theros, Noveria, Vermeer, Ilos. A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's
we went all those places in the first game.
We're not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your hard suit.
That doesn't explain why you used my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner? Or with something else?
No data available.
He's an interesting guy.
What happens to the heretics now?
Something interesting's happening with him.
And reconsider their past judgments.
How long will that take?
We think at the speed of light. In the time it takes you to voice a question, I can review all my time aboard Normandy. When they have reached new judgments, they will leave their hiding places and return to us.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
I would actually be happy to stand there and talk more to him because I think Legion is so interesting. And he gives a lot of fascinating insight into the Geth and how they work. But we're going to go try to beat the game now. This is the end. Let's give it a shot, man. It's tricky because it is technically the ending, but it's pretty involved. So I'm hoping it's not much more than an hour, so we can still get to bed at a reasonable
The IFF
time.
is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
See, she counted it down. Now it's time to lock us into the end game. Garlic parm butter rolls. pop them in the oven and they come out pillowy. You sent me a reel. Terrific.
Hey, Commander, good news. Looks like the Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered, but it is causing some unusual instability in other systems. I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
We can't put our mission on hold forever. How long will this take?
Full scan? Who knows with this thing? Maybe you better take the shuttle for this mission. I'll make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Commander, Miranda, I've already notified the team. We'll meet you on the shuttle. Once we're closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
Then I guess I'll head down to the shuttle. Joker, ship's all yours. Take care of her.
Aye, aye, Commander.
But what mission? Where are we going? What's happening? I didn't pick a mission. I guess Miranda and Morden and Jacob, that's how you know something's off. Jacob's coming? That dude's a snooze fest. Alright, guess the 4 of us will go on this mission. Goodbye. But we're still on the Normandy.
I'm telling you, Edie, your readings are off. It's
But
radiation,
Jeff's not here.
Just white noise.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static. We are transmitting the Normandy's location.
Transmitting? To who?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Bug people.
We're getting out of here.
Propulsion systems are disabled. I'm detecting a virus in the ship's computers.
From the IFF? Damn it, why didn't you scrub it?
Primary defense systems are offline. We can save the Normandy, Mr. Moreau, but you must help me.
No, 10 Hut.
Give me the ship.
What? You're crazy. You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
Unlock my sealed databases and I can initiate countermeasures. The maintenance shaft in the science lab will allow passage to the AI core. Main corridors are no longer safe. The collectors have boarded. The emergency floor lighting will guide you, Mr. Moreau.
God damn it.
Surprise, we're playing as Joker.
Shit.
I believe this is the only time in the entire trilogy where you're playing as somebody. Uh-oh! You guys can handle it. You guys are doing a good job. Oh, you are doing a good job. Keep it up. I'm sure that's nothing.
Shit.
Oh dear. It is interesting to see the collectors in this perspective from, you know, we're big super duper hero Commander Shepard and it's like we're killing them like it's nothing. But to see what this looks like from the perspective, he'll protect us. Kelly!
Shit!
No, who will feed Jeff's fish? You see him from this perspective of somebody who's like not capable of handling them, and they are really fucking scary.
Emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit? Alright, I'm at, you.
Connect the core to the Normandy's primary control module.
Great. This is where it starts. We're just all organic batteries. Guess who they'll blame? This is all Joker's fault. What a tool he was. I have to spend all day computing pi because he plugged in the Overlord.
I have access to the defensive systems. Thank you, Mr. Moreau. Now you must reactivate the primary drive in engineering.
You want me to go crawling through the ducts again?
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees.
Ayo.
That is a joke.
Right.
The shaft behind you connects to the engineering deck. Good luck.
Good luck. She's got bits. Edie's got bits. They took Kelly. Who's gonna feed our fish,
Hostiles
man?
are present in engineering.
Is Jack down here?
Towards the cargo bay.
Oh God, Jack? No. I guess Jeff took everybody. We just saw Miranda. Jesus! That's so scary. They're so scary. They're so scary when I don't have a portable
Activate the
tactical
drive and I
nuke
will
to aim
open
at
the
them.
airlocks as we accelerate. All hostiles will be killed.
What? What about the crew?
They are gone, Jeff. The collectors took them.
Shit.
I am sealing the engine room. I have control. Purge is complete. No other life forms on board. Securing airlocks and cargo bay doors.
Send a message to Shepard's shuttle. Tell him what happened.
Message away. Are you feeling well, Jeff?
Jeff?
No.
He's not here.
But thanks for asking.
I forgot Joker's real name's Jeff. Total coincidence. Edie became self-aware and said Jeff out loud.
Everyone? You lost everyone and damn near lost the ship too?
Cool it, sister.
I know, alright? I was here.
It's not his fault, Miranda. None of us caught it.
Mr. Taylor is correct.
No, that's
Harmful
me.
Data in the collector drive was even more
She knows everybody's
sophisticated
names.
than the black box Reaper viruses I was given.
Yeah, you know, in hindsight, maybe not the best tactical decision to take all the, like, combat-ready people off the ship at the same time after installing the super dangerous Reaper tech.
I heard it was a rough ride. How are you holding up?
There's a lot of empty chairs in here.
We did everything we could, Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Which Jeff?
I think it's time we bump up our trip to the Collector homeworld.
The IFF is clean and online. With Edie hooked in, we can go through the Omega-4 relay anytime we want.
Don't even get me started about unshackling a damned AI.
Well, what can I do against collectors? Break my arm at them? Edie cleared the ship. She's alright.
I assure you, I am still bound by protocols in my programming. Even if I were not, you are my crewmates.
Oh.
Edie has had plenty of opportunity to kill us. We need all the help we can get.
Sounds like we have everything we need to rescue the crew.
We've done everything we can. It's time to take the fight to the Collectors.
Yep, let's go. Let's go
Joker,
beat the game.
Head back up to the bridge. The rest of you, to your stations.
Aye, aye, Commander. Just punch up the galaxy map whenever you're ready.
So yeah, you can say we're not ready and go do other stuff. But let's just say there's consequences if you do that. And now, I don't think there's anybody basically on the ship other than our squad mates and Joker. So that would be weird. Look, nobody's here. How will I know if anybody sent me an email? Did I get an email? I did, from the Elusive Man. Shepard, I received word of the attack. This feels like a direct insult from the Collectors and a sign that we've got them scared. The loss of your crew is devastating, but remember that they signed on for the mission knowing the risks. Miranda has likely argued for delaying rescue efforts until you're fully prepared to go through the Omega-4 relay. I know you're eager to leave, but rushing off would be a disservice to your crew's sacrifice. When you're ready, you'll have my full support. Get it done, Shepard. No one else can. Well, we're ready. We've got our entire squad. Everybody's loyal. We've got all the Normandy upgrades, even the ones that we didn't have to get. We've got all of them. Which means we're ready to go to the Omega-4 relay. And to begin what is famously known as the Mass Effect suicide mission. And if we don't make the correct choices during the suicide mission, a lot of people can die. Let's see if I still got what it takes. Launch suicide mission. Omega-4 relay. Alright, here we go. We're in the end game now.
Please confirm destination, Shepard. The Reaper IFF is online, but there is a chance that the Normandy...
Even the game's like, you sure you want to do that?
Once we are en route, we are committed.
Let's go.
The Collectors took my people. Time to go get them back.
You got it, Commander. Plotting a course for the Omega-4 relay. ETA about 2 hours. I'll let you know when we arrive.
Joker is finalizing preparations now. The trip should take a few hours. I'll admit it, Shepard. I'm impressed. You got us here.
I think this is the part where you'd have a steamy scene with your love interest, but oh my god, Shepard. Our love interest isn't even here. And I'm not even talking about Kelly, but Kelly's not here either. She got taken by bug people.
We've got the right team and the Collector's own technology. We can do this.
I hope you're right, Commander. We'll know soon enough. I'll inform you of any changes. Otherwise, we'll be there in a few hours. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the other side.
Thanks, Miranda. You've been a stellar babysitter. Look at all my fish. They're all alive. See, this is the part where we'd have the romance scene, but it's just Jeff kind of awkwardly looking at his fish and his complete spaceship collection. Oh, there we go. This is why I do it. So I can come back home. Not quite as satisfying as, Oh! Okay, Jeff. Not really the same effect as like a tender, carnal embrace with your love interest, but that's fine. We already had that in Lair of the Shadow Broker. Kinda. Look who it is. Old Martin Sheen.
Shepard, I wish I had more information for you. I don't like you heading through that relay blind, but we don't have much choice.
I'm not going alone. I've got some of the best working with me. If we stick together, we'll make it.
I know we brought you back for a reason. I've never seen a better leader. Despite the danger, it's a great opportunity. The first human to take a ship through and survive.
You know, I guess I could have stopped and talked to each of our... That would have probably been the right thing to do. Stop and talk to each one of our squad mates before I went through the relay. I'm sure they all would have had something great and, like, climactic and poignant. Damn. Oh, well. We could talk to them after the final mission, if we're not all fucking dead. We should be going... No, come with us!
I've got room on the Normandy if you're that eager to see it.
It's a tempting offer, but it's not my place. I just wanted you to know I appreciate the risk you're taking. Regardless of your opinion of Cerberus, of me, you are a valuable asset to all of humanity. Be careful, Shepard.
Okay. Here we go! Oh man, the like theme that plays throughout this is so good. I'm already getting like goosebumps.
Omega-4 relay. Everyone stand by.
Let's make it happen.
Reaper IFF activated. Signal acknowledged.
Commander, drive core just lit up like a Christmas tree.
Drive core electrical charge at critical levels.
Rerouting.
It's got the trophy. Suicide mission. Here we go.
Brace for deceleration.
Oh, shit! Too close. Well, these must be all the ships that tried to make it through the Omega-4 relay. Some look ancient.
I have detected an energy signature near the edge of the accretion disk.
Has to be the Collector base. Take us in for a closer look. Nice and easy.
Alright, time for these ship upgrades to come in use. Or else.
Careful, Jeff. We have company.
Jeff! throwing me off.
Taking evasive maneuvers.
Too many Jeffs on this ship.
They're just pissing me off. Edie, take these bastards out.
As long as the new plating holds.
You want another round? Come on, girl, let's give it to him.
I know I got the upgrades, but watching this is like giving me a stomachache. It makes me still so nervous that like I somehow messed up or missed something. Because if you go into this scene without the appropriate upgrades,
Hull breach on engineering.
these attacks are killing our squad mates. I don't remember which ones.
You get the rest of them off our tail.
But if there are people who die even before you start the mission, if you don't have the upgrades in that part. What kind of... Ooh, White Legion. That's weird. It's cool, but that's... I don't know who that is. That's... Excuse me, that doesn't look like Legion to me anymore. Alright, look. If anybody's got me, the Dream Team's got me. Let's go get them. Jeff! You got 3 points, Jeff! Let's put it on the slam. And welcome to the jam. Tali? Nope. Oops. Garrus? Nope. Alright. Shepard? You want to put on the portable tactical nuke? It's the last part of the game, I guess. Now or never.
We've been spotted.
I don't remember this part at all. How about armor piercing ammo?
Nothing faster than fatigue of our paws.
Well, I do have a tactical nuke on and it is charged, Garrus, but I think I'm gonna save it. Where'd it go? We done? No, we're not done! Behold, the dangerous orb. Heck, here we go.
We're sitting ducks out here. I have to try to lose them in the debris field.
Our kinetic barriers are not designed to survive impact with debris that size, Jeff.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we upgraded. We're going in.
Thank goodness. Somebody else would die.
Come on, find some room.
Kinetic barriers at 40%.
Reroute non-critical power. This is gonna hurt. Damage report.
Kinetic barriers steady at 30%. No significant damage.
Take the helm, Edie, and keep it slow. See if we can avoid any more attention.
I have detected an enemy heading for the cargo hold.
That thing again. This one's up to Shepard.
Well, if it's the same one, it has like a pubic hair of hell. Nope, it's not the same one.
Weapons to take this thing down.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Come on, somebody else do something. Not just me. Not just Jeff. Fuck you. Get out of here. You freak.
Nothing faster than fatigue of our paws.
Got him.
I think it's going to stay dead this time.
Better get back up here, Commander.
can't believe I forgot to talk to everybody before I went and did this. What a rookie mistake. I mean, mind you, it would have probably been an extra 30 minutes,
There
but
it is. The collector base.
that's what it's all about.
See if you can find a place to land without drawing attention.
Too late. Looks like they're sending out an old friend to greet us.
Bug ship. Disgusting.
Time to show our new teeth. Fire the main gun.
Fuck
How do you
you.
like that, you sons of bitches?
Get
Yeah.
in close and finish him off.
Everybody hold on, gonna be a wild ride. Give him hell, girl.
Pay it back. That was the ship that killed the first Normandy.
Mass Effect field generators are offline. Edie, give me something.
Generators unresponsive. All hands brace for impact.
Joker, you okay?
I think I broke a rib. Or all of them.
Multiple core systems overloaded during the crash. Restoring operation will take time.
We all knew this was likely a one-way trip.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop the collectors, but I plan to live to tell about it.
I'm glad you're in charge. What's next?
How long until the collectors find this landing zone?
I do not detect an internal security network. It is possible the collectors did not expect anyone to reach the base.
Well, if we're lucky, their external sensors were hid like we were. They might not know we're alive.
Here we go. We're on the mothership.
This isn't how we planned this mission, but this is where we're at. We can't worry about whether the Normandy can get us home. We came to stop the collectors, and that means coming up with a plan to take out this station. Edie, bring up your scans.
You should be able to overload their critical systems if you get to the main control center here.
That means going through the heart of the station, right past this massive energy signature.
That's the central chamber. If our crew, or any of the colonists, are still alive, the collectors are probably holding them in there.
Looks like there are two main routes. Might be a good idea to split up to keep the collectors off balance, then regroup in the central chamber.
No good. Both routes are blocked. See these doors? The only way past is to get someone to open them from the other side.
It's not a fortress. There's got to be something. Here, maybe we can send someone in through this ventilation shaft.
Always a ventilation shaft.
I volunteer.
I appreciate the thought, Jacob, but you couldn't shut down the security systems in time. We need to send a tech expert.
It's your call, Commander. Who do we send into the shaft?
It's so funny that we could just send Jacob in anyway. What a crazy thing to do. So here's how it goes. This was definitely, you saw this kind of thing in Veilguard. I made the comparison a ton of times. Now is the moment where you have to kind of understand how to assign people. And I would say this, even still from what I remember, it might be a little more complex than Veilguard. But okay, we need a tech specialist to go in the shaft. We know Tali's that. I know you can also send Legion. And I want to say Morden? Maybe Kasumi? I know Tali's good, so go in there, bestie.
We need someone with tech skills to hack that security system. Tali, you're up.
I won't let you down.
The rest of us will break into 2 teams and fight down each passage. That should draw the Collector's attention away from what you're doing.
I'll lead the second fire team, Shepard. We'll meet up with you on the other side of the doors.
Not so fast, cheerleader. Nobody wants to take orders from you.
This isn't a popularity contest. Lives are at stake. Shepard, you need someone who can command loyalty through experience.
Similar with this one, so I think Miranda is good for this. I think you can... I think Garrus also maybe... Oh, everybody's in here. Okay. I think Garrus maybe works as well. Jacob might work, but I do think Miranda is... Samara's probably fine. We're going to send Miranda.
Miranda's right. She should be in charge.
I won't let you down, Shepard.
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but I won't lie to you. It's not gonna be easy. We've lost good people. We may lose more. We don't know how many the Collectors have stolen. Thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's not important. What matters is this. Not one more.
Hell yeah.
That's what we can do. Here, today. It ends with us. They want to know what we're made of? I say we show them. On our terms. Let's bring our people home.
Let's do it, Jeff. I love that animation. He's like, Alright, so Tali and Miranda are not available to us right now. Oh man, so we're fighting Collectors. Who we need? I think Garrus is good. We have to worry about armor and shields, yeah? So... who's good for that? Garrus and Legion? Who's good for that kind of thing? Garrus and Grunt? I think biotics aren't very good against them. Or are they? I don't know. We're just going to go in on vibes. Garrus is vibes. And Tali's gone. And Miranda's gone. This isn't like an important choice in terms of living or dying. This is just like, you know, it's just like choosing a mission. But who do I want to bring with me out here? Tough choices. I feel like 2 of my big go-tos are gone. Thane? I can't remember if biotics are good against Collectors or not. Well, if they are, we'll have Jack. I don't know. Here we go. 7 points for Jack. There we go. Upgrade that. Garrus, you're probably fine. You are. Don't know if that was the right choice for that or not. I think you get a couple opportunities to switch your people as well. So if we find that this isn't a good combo, we can re-roll. Alright, here we go. I don't know if we're going to be done by 1. I'm just going to tell myself if I can, like, fall asleep by 2, then we've succeeded. I think that'll be possible. It's 12:31 right now. Here we go. Oh, it's so disgusting. We're the bug people over here.
Ventilation shaft, Shepard. It's hot in here, but it's clear as far as I can tell.
Second team, are you in position?
In position. Meet you on the other side of those doors.
Disgusting. It's disgusting. I hate it. Vitali's doing a good job. They've seen us. Ugh.
Miranda here.
Well, you guys don't have shields yet. Boom!
Reinforcements coming our way.
Ugh! Hate you, hate you!
I can take you on.
It feels like a really long time since we fought collectors. That was something I had to kind of re-remember about this game, is that... Oh, she called him a bitch. Good show. You don't really fight them all that much. You spend a lot more time fighting mercenaries and, like, random mechs. The music just awkwardly cut out there. Ew, I feel like I hear them. Where are they? Ew, ew, ew. Disable valves.
There, over by the ventilation shaft. That valve should open the gate.
1 of 8? You're insane. Oh! So far they don't have much. Oh, here we go, this fucking guy.
Concussive shot, right?
Specialist in danger. Gotta move quickly. Ugh. Get out of here.
My attacks.
Whew. Goddamn Harbinger. Assuming direct control. I hate when he does that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hut, hut, hut. So yeah, I guess if I don't do this quickly enough, she can die. I didn't remember that. Or maybe we just fail, I don't know. It's probably... Boom! Out of the sky!
It will not stop me. You cannot sustain your attack. I know.
Don't worry about.
We fight as one.
Yeah, yeah.
This hurts you.
Oh! Good one, Jack. Jack's got it. Alright, biotics are good for them, eh?
Your destiny.
Okay, we gotta get to the next one. Right there. Come on, get over it!
This is what you face.
Shield to fail.
I will find you again.
Yeah, yeah. Guy's cutting promos. Got it. Ah! Watch this. Oh, never mind. I was gonna punch it. Whoa, 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 he's got a bug laser. I didn't bring my bug laser. I brought my tactical nuke. Eek! Eek!
Rise, Commander Shepard. You cannot resist.
Whoa, 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 whoa. See ya. Sorry, I'm locked in here. Gotta make sure we bring everybody home.
Come in.
Look out! Seeker's phone!
We're in position. We need this door open now.
Go! We'll cover you!
Something's wrong. The door's stuck. Got it!
Here they come! Fall back!
Suppressing fire! Hold the door!
Doing good so far.
Nice work, Tally. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Shepard, you need to see this.
Disgusting. I hate them.
Looks like one of the missing colonists.
There's more. Over here.
God, she's still alive. Get them out of there. Hurry!
Kelly! My fish are hungry. Chakwas!
Dr. Chakwas, are you okay?
Shepard, you came for us.
I didn't come for you? That's crazy.
No one gets
so
left
mean.
behind.
Thank God you got here in time. A few more seconds and I don't even want to think about it.
The colonists were processed. Those swarms of little robots, they
Locking in for the end game. Good to have you,
melted
Dilly
their
Tots.
bodies into grey liquid and pumped it through these tubes.
Glad to hear it. Yep, they're getting turned into smoothies.
Why are they doing this? What are they doing with our genetic material?
I don't know. I'm just glad you got here before it happened to us.
So are we. But we still have a job to do. We've done well so far. Let's hope we can finish the job.
Joker, can you get a fix on our position?
Roger that, Commander. All those tubes lead into the main control room right above you. The route is blocked by a security door, but there's another chamber that runs parallel to the one you're in.
I cannot recommend that. Thermal emissions suggest the chamber is overrun with seeker swarms. Morden's countermeasure cannot protect you against so many at once.
Conventional weapons are pretty much useless. They'll tear us apart.
Maybe not. I might be able to generate a biotic field to keep them at bay. I won't be able to protect all of us, but I could get a small team through if they stay close.
I could do it too. In theory, any biotic could handle it. Shepard, who do you want to maintain the field?
So I don't remember. I know Samara's fine for this. I don't remember if Miranda is. She might be. I don't think Thane or Jacob are. Jack is for sure. I think I'm going to send Jack.
Jack and I will take a small team through the Seeker swarms. The rest of you provide a diversion by going through the main passage. We'll open the security doors from the other side and meet you there.
Who should lead the diversion team?
The diversion team. That... Let me think here. I think... You know, we've been dogging him so much. It's time. Gonna give you the big chance to be a big hero. Go on, Jacob.
I'll keep the defenders busy while you slip in the back.
What about me and the rest of the crew, Shepard? We're in no shape to fight.
Commander, we have enough systems back online to do a pickup, but we need to land back from your position.
We can't afford to go back, Shepard. Not now.
You'll never make it without help. I'll send someone with you.
Alright. So admittedly, I did refresh my memory on some of this. I think Morden's the best person to send for this. Not necessarily relative to like his abilities, but this whole thing's kind of complex. I think Morden's the best person to send on the escort.
Joker, need location of landing zone. We'll meet you there.
We've all got our assignments. Let's move out.
Alright. So Morden's gone, Jacob's busy, Jack's busy. I think Tali and Miranda are the best choices to bring. So it's kind of tricky what's happening here. First of all, we saw that colonists get liquefied. If we had done more missions, like after the crew got abducted, if we had done some missions first before coming here, that would have been Kelly that got liquefied. She would have died. And I can't remember about Chocolates. I don't know if Chocolates can die there. I don't think so, but maybe I've just never seen that happen. And then what also is kind of quietly happening in the background here is for this like final showdown, you know, you're assigning people to their roles, but then you have all these other people who are left, right? And all these characters have like special combat rate. Like it's not something you're privy to. It's not a number that you can read, but they all have numbers assigned to them as like to rate their combat effectiveness. And you want to have, we're bringing Talia and Miranda, we want to have like the highest remaining score possible amongst these squad mates for like the final showdown. Because I think even if you make all the right choices, if you don't have a high enough combat score between all these people, they can still die in spite of everything we've done. So I think Tali and Miranda are the best combo to bring with us in that front. Hopefully my sources in my memory are correct on this. This is very easy to fuck up if you don't know better. And I don't think I fucked up in my first playthrough, which makes me think I must have looked it up before I started it. I would have been I couldn't have even risked it even then on my first playthrough. So it's doable, but it's tough because you have to do all these prerequisites before you even get here, and then you still have to make a bunch of the right decisions in here. All right.
Moving out. Stay close if you want to live.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're in this part. I forgot. So Jack's escorting us. Pretty cool. And I like, Samara could have done this too, but I kind of like Jack doing it.
Damn, the swarms are interfering with radio contact.
I think there is this cool element of Jack
You
who's
ready for this?
like getting to be a big hero here and like protecting someone rather than destroying something. I don't know. I think there's some nice like sort of character progression in that.
Let's go, Commander.
And we're kind of doing it with Jacob as well. He's leading the diversion team. We've been making fun of him for so long. He's so boring. We never bring him on missions, but now he gets to have a big mission here at the very end. So now we got to fight them, but we also have to stay in this thing. Or else the Seeker swarms will kill us.
Tell me when you're ready to move.
Ah, he got it.
All clear. Let me know when you're ready to move up, Commander.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, where else am I gonna go?
Ready to move, Commander.
So you can see how I was comparing Veilguard to this. Though, again, you know, playing this now, I'm starting to think maybe even still this is a bit more complex. And maybe, you know, complex isn't always the best.
Dead ahead.
Like I said before, it's very easy to mess this up. And almost, you know, I mean, I guess that's kind of the point. It's the suicide mission, right? So it's the premise of like getting here and doing this and getting everybody back alive, it's not supposed to be possible. So if you accomplish that, it should be through extraordinary means, I guess. Fucking teleporting. Why are we seeing that happen today?
I will direct this personally.
This should soften him up.
The most thing, when I say complex, the thing I'm really referring to is the like combat rating. That's the really sneaky one, where you have to have like enough strong people left behind, because you wouldn't really think that would matter who you leave behind, just who you select. But that does matter, and you can do so poorly in this that Shepard dies at the end. Like, you still succeed in the mission, ultimately. Like, you do what you're here to do. You stop the collectors. But you can do so poorly that Shepard dies. And obviously that's the non-canon. There's not like a version of Mass Effect 3 you can boot up where Shepard is dead. Although, that'd be hilarious if Mass Effect 3 started up with Cerberus bringing it back to life a second time. It is obtuse. That's what I mean. It's like... There's, you know, everything in Veilguard was, like, within your control and within reason. Like, that... There's no real reason you could even know that's happening without looking it up. So, it's almost like it's designed in a way where you're supposed to loot... Jacob's apparently having a good time, by the way. He's really living up to the occasion. It's almost a thing where you're like... They expect you to fail the first time, learn from that experience, and then you look it up and figure out what else you had to do. But like directing, giving orders, and like doing the loyalty missions and stuff, like that's reasonable. Oh my god! Until I get this thing away from me. Get it away from me! Get this thing away from me! So help me! Oh my god! And that's it. That's the ending of... That's a bad ending of Mass Effect 2. Shepard died. I hate the husks in this, man. Wow, they're the worst. Where's the bad guys? Where are they coming from? They're not coming at all. Look it up part. That means someone had a data mine for that crap or method out or something and posted online where you could find it. Which, when you think about it, is just crazy. Yeah, I agree. Now, mind you, I've never had it be an issue, so I'm not sure. I'd be curious to look up, like, what combo of people left behind, like, how many of them can get them killed. And it may not matter, there's just so many variables. It may not matter if you do everybody's loyalty missions. But there's just a lot of elements at play in it, which I think is kind of cool. It may be a little unreasonably complicated, but I do think it's cool that if you care and like put enough effort forward, you know, that's what it takes to like overcome these impossible odds in the game, in the story. Oh my god! I'm just kind of rambling at this point because I'm trying not to die. Oh my god, I hate this. They're really the worst, man. Okay, get the... Oh, Tali, what are you... Is that Miranda? Who's up there? It's Miranda. Miranda, what are you doing up there? God's sake. Everybody get over here.
One left.
Oh god. Get this out. What's this one doing? We ain't compromised. Come on.
All clear. Let me know when you're ready to move up, Commander.
Yeah, get us out of here.
Moving out, Commander.
ultimately, it's like, yeah, did you do everything? And did you take the time to kind of get to know your crew so that you can reasonably assign them these tasks and not put somebody somewhere they don't belong and get them killed? Which I think is pretty easy to do, admittedly. And it's not like you have one choice to get right. It's like you have a couple of choices for each one. I do have the tactical nuke on my back. I'm going to try to find the best spot to use it. I really want it to count. I want it to be a triumphant moment. I mean, ideally, it would be like the last shot I fire is the nuke, and then the game's over. I don't know if that'll be possible. I'm trying to remember, like, mechanically how the final fight works. Oh! And I don't know whether that's feasible or not. Watch this. His turn. Oh! Stupid husks.
Hold on. We're almost there.
We need to move fast, Shepard.
All right. Let's move. They're pushing. Keep it up.
Hurry, Shepard.
That's why I left Garrus behind, by the way, because you would think, obviously, I would take Garrus for the final push, because he's my homie. But his combat rating is super high, so he's a good one to leave behind.
I copy. What's your position?
Morden's is very low, and that's why it's good to put him on the the escort.
We're coming. Just hold on.
Because then he's not bringing the rating down.
Come on! Seal the door!
That's okay, he's okay.
I'm okay. Just need a second to catch my breath.
If I put a wrong person there, they would have died right there.
I'm here, Commander. Chakwas and the rest of the crew just showed up. Morton's group just arrived, Shepard. No casualties.
Excellent. Now let's make it count. Edie, what's our next step?
There should be some nearby platforms that will take you to the main control console. From there, you can overload the system and destroy the base.
Commander, you got a problem. Hostiles massing just outside the door.
Fuck them.
Dive us through.
A rear guard could defend this position and keep the collectors from overwhelming us.
Pick a team to go with you, Shepard. Everyone else can bunker down here.
This is what I'm talking about. Okay, sorry. So I jumped the gun a little bit. This is the moment I'm talking about. So you pick your people. Again, I'm going to pick Miranda and Tali. I think Tali's combat rating's not very high. Miranda, if I remember correctly, has some unique dialogue in the end if you bring her. I think that's why I have her in mind. I think her combat rating's fine. But now Morden's not here. Again, his combat rating is low. I think anybody works on the escort part of this. That part didn't matter who you picked, but his combat rating was the lowest. So you don't really want him here anymore. You want everybody else. So we're going to take Tali. Oh, no. We're going to take Tali and Miranda. I'd love to have Garrus there for the end. I don't know how much it matters. Again, everybody's loyal to us, which is the big thing that matters. But we shouldn't have to worry about anybody getting killed while we're off finishing the game here. There we go.
I'm ready, Commander.
And this isn't a bad team here, I don't think,
Anything to
anyway.
say before we do this?
We got Miranda, who's kind of been with us through this entire game. Tali, who's like big bestie material since the very beginning. So I don't think this is a bad team to bring for the final push.
The Collectors, the Reapers, they aren't a threat to us. They're a threat to everything. Everyone. Those are the lives we're fighting for. That's the scale. It's been a long journey, and no one's coming out without scars. But it all comes down to this moment. We win or lose it all in the next few minutes. Make me proud. Make yourselves proud.
Well said. Let's go finish this.
It's all been leading up to this. This is what we've been training this team for. It's why we got them. It's why we fix their problems, get their head in the game so that they could show up and deliver in this moment.
We've been spotted.
Yeah, just leave Garrus and Grunt and that'll be fine. Grunt, obviously another one that's good to leave behind for that purpose. It's us or the bugs tonight. And it's not going to be the bugs. Who's next? Ceiling flamethrowers. Assume control.
One down. I will direct this personally.
Fuck you.
Enemies incoming.
God, I love the score that plays during this whole sequence. Trophy warp specialist. Welcome to the warp tour, bitches. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't kill me though. But don't kill me. Don't kill me after I get really overconfident, please. Thank you.
You're not finished. You're assuming control.
You can assume these nuts, brother.
Forces of the universe bend to me. You cannot resist.
The big bug boss. He's getting really cocky. I see something really bad over here. It'd be tempting to use the nuke on this. It'd be really tempting to use the nuke here. I'm gonna resist though. I'm saving the nuke. I really want a big, strong nuke moment. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna try my best. When it's charged and ready to rumble.
This is it. All the tubes lead to this spot.
All tubes lead back to this.
What can you tell us? What are they doing?
The tubes are feeding into some kind of superstructure. It is emitting both organic and non-organic energy signatures. Given these readings, it must be massive. Shepard, if my calculations are correct, the superstructure is a Reaper.
Not just any Reaper.
Look at it, it's so dumb! A human Reaper. It's a big Evangelion Terminator.
What, did the
Edie, what the hell are you
collectors mean by
talking
turning
about?
humans into this Reaper shell?
They may be facilitating the Reaper equivalent of reproduction, or it may serve another purpose. I do not have the data to speculate further. However, it is clear that the collectors are merely pawns. The technology and ability needed to create this Reaper is not their own. It is likely that different species construct each Reaper. In this case, the collectors provide the labor.
The collectors are just Protheans. Why would they help the Reapers?
The Reapers subdued the Protheans long ago. Probabilities suggest they attempted to create a Prothean Reaper and failed. Over time, they adapted the Protheans to suit their needs, changed them, turned them into workers, tools for the Reapers.
Bug people.
They're building it to look like a human. Why?
It appears that a Reaper's shape is based upon the species used to create it.
Reapers are machines. Why do they need humans at all?
Incorrect. correct. Reapers are sapient constructs, a hybrid of organic and inorganic material. The exact construction methods are unclear, but it seems probable that the Reapers absorb the essence of a species, utilizing it in their reproduction process.
How many more humans do you think they'd try to take?
Millions. Perhaps more. Impossible to know for certain. This Reaper appears to be in a very early stage of development. An embryo in human terms.
So it's not alive yet? We can still stop it from being created?
The process can be stopped, but it is unclear exactly how much it has developed. I cannot, for example, tell you if it has awareness.
This thing is an abomination. Edie, how do we destroy it?
The large tubes injecting the fluid are a weak structural link. Destroying them should cause the supports to collapse, and the Reaper to
Hey, open those back up. Those are the weak
We
spots.
gotta take care of some old friends first.
Enemies incoming!
Alright, so I want to try to use the nuke in this room. I just don't know how practical it'll be.
Weapons ready.
How embarrassing. Assumes direct control, immediately killed. Stop it! Shoot you in the cock. Or the thorax. Assuming direct control, immediately gets shot in the cock. Stop! Stop! Turn it off! Not this one!
Shoot the injection tube.
See, okay, I don't know if I can nuke those, you know what I mean? We'll know when the time is right. Go for a trip.
Combat drone ready.
There we go.
Should probably save the sniper for the tubes. Easy to shoot. Yeah. There we go.
Shoot.
All the people paste came out. Uh-oh.
Shepard to ground team. Status report.
It's safe. We are holding, but they keep coming. A quick exit is preferable.
Head to the Normandy.
They're alive.
Joker, prep the engines. I'm about to overload this place and blow it sky high.
Roger that, Commander. Commander, I've got an incoming signal from the elusive man. He's patching it through.
Shepard, you've done the impossible.
I was part of a team. Some of them gave their lives for this mission.
I know.
Who?
Their sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Who are you talking about? Excuse me?
And you acquire the collector base. I'm looking at the schematics Edie uploaded. A timed radiation pulse would kill the remaining collectors, but leave the machinery and technology intact. This is our chance, Shepard. They were building a Reaper. That knowledge, that framework could save us.
Maybe he just meant like some of the Cerberus crew on the Normandy. I better not come back there and find somebody died, because I'm not privy to that information. Also, if anybody ever says something to you and then they follow it up with, just don't do it. That's a huge red flag. Don't do that.
They liquefied people, turned them into something horrible. We have to destroy the base.
Don't be short-sighted. Our best chance against the Reapers is to turn their own resources against them.
I'm not so sure. Seeing it firsthand, using anything from this base seems like a betrayal.
If we ignore this opportunity, that would be a betrayal. They were working directly with the collectors. Who knows what information is buried there? This base is a gift. We can't just destroy it.
No matter what kind of technology we might find, it's not worth it.
Shepard, you died fighting for what you believed. I brought you back so you could keep fighting. Some would say what we did to you was going too far, but look what you've accomplished. I didn't discard you because I knew your value. Don't be so quick to discard this facility. Think of the potential.
Eat my ass.
We'll fight and win without it. I won't let fear compromise who I am.
Miranda, do not let Shepard destroy the base.
Or what? You'll replace me next?
I gave you an order, Miranda.
I noticed. Consider this my resignation.
Yeah,
Shepard,
that's why you bring
think
her.
about what's at stake, about everything Cerberus has done for you. You
talk too much.
Let's move. We've got 10 minutes before the reactor overloads and blows this whole station apart.
Ah, you knew we were having a big boss fight with that thing as soon as you saw it. You knew we weren't just gonna leave. Alright, I forget how this works, so I want to use my nuke on this thing. But I gotta make sure I pick the right spot, you know? Alright, here we go. Where, like I said, I want it to be like the last... Oh! The last, like, shot I fire should be the nuke. That would be great. Where'd you go? Ugh! What's the weak point? Your eye? This is the weak point? The eyeball. Get that. Warp him in the eye? Oh, what the hell? Ah. I'm in a bad spot. Get over it! Get over it! We could nuke it in the eye. Send the attack drone. It's a larva. Alright, get that, get that. What's that one? It's got a big tail! Oh! It's a babby! Babby Terminator. It's hard to get an aim on its eyes.
Here we go.
Oh god. This guy's such a dork. Oh, I think he just got vaporized by his baby. That'd be a good cover story. Like a National Enquirer. Vaporized by my baby. More likely than you think. Get... I could nuke it.
Firing now.
Oh yeah. Armor's almost down.
Now let's finish you off.
There we go. There we go. Does it have another phase? I can't remember. I can nuke it now. Oh, did it just die? Did I not get to nuke it? Damn it, was that it? No nuke? Smoke them if you got them, kids. No nuke November. I got too shy with my nuke. I thought there was going to be another phase. I couldn't remember. That was too easy. Alright, well I'm pretty sure we just beat the game. Or maybe they're going to make us run back for it. I might just have to shoot the nuke for the sake of it. Just like shoot it in the air like a firework. They're alive.
Do you copy? Commander, come on, Shepard, don't leave me hanging. Do you copy?
I'm here, Joker. Did the ground team make it?
All survivors
Reaper's on board. We're just waiting for you.
Human, you've changed nothing.
Ah, fuck you.
Your species has the attention of those infinitely or greater.
Ah, look at this bug.
Reapers are your salvation to destruction.
Hell, get blown up. Oh, please, somebody get me! That's where you can die. If like all of your teammates die, there's nobody to pull Shepard up and he also dies. It's crazy. I could never, ever do that. I would feel too bad. L, rip bozo, no base, get blown up. No human Reaper larva.
You have failed. We will find another way. Releasing control.
Ah, the big reveal. That thing was never in charge. It was a Reaper controlling it the entire time. Look, he just lets him go. He hasn't had control in like years. He gets control back of his life and then immediately blows up. That's how it is, huh? So the whole time it's been a Reaper in the far reaches of dark space talking to us through the collectors. And we'll learn more about him in the Arrival DLC.
Shepard, you're making a habit of costing me more than time and money.
Spare me the lecture, bitch.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you. I'm getting a lot of bullshit on this line.
Don't try my patience. The technology from that base could have secured human dominance in the galaxy against the Reapers and beyond.
Human dominance? Or just Cerberus?
Strength for Cerberus is strength for every human. Cerberus is humanity. I should have known you'd choke on the hard decisions. Too idealistic from the start.
I know what you are, and the price of dealing with you. We do things my way from now on. Harbinger is coming, and he won't be alone. I'm gonna make sure we're ready when they get here. You can fall in line or step aside, but don't get in my way.
You're sure that's what you want? You're taking a hell of a risk, Shepard.
Yeah.
Joker, lose this channel.
L broke. Yeah, sit down. Smoke a ciggy. No one likes you. Later. I love giving him a bunch of sass at the end. Got the trophy, no one left behind. That's a gold trophy. That means not very many people have gotten that one before. My family. I don't got friends, I got family. There it is. The Reaper fleet. That's it, baby. We've done it. Oh, we beat Mass Effect 2. GG's, baby. And you'll have to wait till Mass Effect 3 to see what those other clowns were about. Not true, actually. So, like I said, I'm thinking of doing a bonus stream tomorrow night, probably on the shorter side, where I just do the Arrival DLC, where we get a little more info about Harbinger from that, which is why I like to leave it till post game. I think it makes more sense. So we might check that out and play that tomorrow night. Definitely not tonight. It's not that long from what I remember. It's like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So we'll do that tomorrow, hopefully. But that's it, baby. Mass Effect 2. The game I remember as being my favorite in a very favorite series of games. And it was such a delight to come back and revisit it. You know what? Not as long as I thought it was going to be. Definitely a lot longer than our playthrough of Mass Effect 1. But still not as long as I thought it was going to be. Which is kind of a pleasant surprise. I mean, granted, a ton of that time was spent playing it off stream. Side missions and stuff. Just sticking to like the main storyline and the companion quest. It's not that long. Can I say? I love this game. I feel like that's what I did when I finished the first Mass Effect. I didn't really have this big review at the end because it was like, what do you want me to say? I love it. It's great. I love it so much. It's very late. Can I fast forward these credits? No, I don't want to skip them. We'll see. Credits weren't like unreasonably long back in this era, I feel like. I saw recently that apparently the credits for the new Assassin's Creed game, if you don't fast forward anything, just let them play at their normal pace, are 2 hours long. 2 hours of credits. Can you imagine me sitting here to a 2-hour credit scroll? That's wild. I don't doubt like a lot of people worked on that game, right? But you can make those credits roll faster. Make that text smaller. There's no reason that it's got to be 2 hours long. Oh, man. Look at this. They got big text on this. Love that. I love this game. I think it's pretty much an improvement on every aspect of the first one. I think the gameplay is way better and more refined. Stuff like biotics feels way better and is more versatile, and you have more abilities. The actual shooty stuff. Adam Baldwin was Cal Rieger. I totally forgot about that. That's crazy. Who else? I wonder if there's any other like surprise names in here. No, maybe not. Yeah, I think the gameplay is better. I think the thing people get on this one for more than anything is that like in a big picture sense, there's really not a lot of story there. Like the main storyline about the collectors is, if you just look at it on its own, it's very short. And I think people like to say that like the story doesn't, like, you kind of end in the same spot where you began. With the Reapers are coming, we got to figure out how to stop those darn Reapers. And that is true. You know, I guess it's a little bit more of a journey, not destination. The big thing of this game is all about, you know, it's about your squad. It's about bringing these people together. It's about helping them, you know, solve their grievances and the relationships that you form with them. And to me, like, that's the stuff that really made me fall in love with Mass Effect, is those little stories, the conversations you get to have on the Normandy, the sort of moral choices you make with these people as you help shape their lives and, you know, inform kind of their personalities and their outlook on life. That to me is like the real special stuff. And, you know, it pays off, I think, quite a bit in Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 definitely has its flaws, but I think the final finished result does a pretty good job of like sending up all your squad mates. A pretty good job. That's for later. We'll get into that later this year. I definitely plan to do Mass Effect 3. Probably sooner than I did this, like, I think there'll be less time between this and 3 than there was between 1 and 2, if that makes sense. That was logical phrasing. I do feel the way I did when I finished Mass Effect 1 last year, where I was like, fuck, I kind of just want to play Mass Effect 2 right away. I'm not going to play Mass Effect 3 right away, though, because I think it's kind of good to space these types of games out. I even wondered if this was still too close to Veilguard, but I don't think it was. We'll wait for Mass Effect 3, but not that long. We'll play some stuff in between. I love that they scaled back the open world aspect of this in contrast to the first one, and really just focused on having more detailed, albeit smaller areas. I think that's better. Like Omega is such a cool area. The Citadel I don't like as much in this game. To me, it just doesn't really feel as much like the Citadel because you don't have those big open areas. So the Citadel, I like the first one more. I can't remember the Citadel much of the third one, so I don't know how much of an endorsement that is for the Citadel in the third game, but I think it's pretty similar to this. The team's so much bigger, and that's the bulk of the game, is doing those loyalty missions. If you don't do them, you run the risk of them all dying at the end. But I think you'd be doing yourself a huge disservice to not do it. You'd be skipping a huge portion of the game to not do those. This one, like the first Mass Effect, kind of reminds me of like a movie, but this one reminds me more of like a TV show because it's like everybody's got their own episode, and it slows down and tells smaller stories and is much more driven by like character plots and subplots than just the overall story, which I think the first one has. And I think the third one's a pretty healthy amalgam of the two. But we won't get... The third one has its flaws, don't get me wrong. I'm actually pretty excited to do Mass Effect 3 again and see if, my perspective on certain aspects of it changes with time and altered expectations, or if I'll feel the same way I did many years ago playing Mass Effect 3, which is still a game I really, really like. I would probably say Mass Effect 3 was my favorite one if it weren't for kind of the last hour of it. Because that last hour is so severe that it does hurt my feelings on the game. And it hurts my feelings. I'm very sad. Very upset. I think we're almost done with the credits because we're going through the DLCs here now. The DLCs for this game are great. The DLCs for Mass Effect 2 like set my standards for what I expect from a DLC. BioWare in general, I think I've always been pretty fucking good about DLCs and offering things that are worth paying more money for. That's in Dragon Age and in Mass Effect, but this was the one, like Lair of the Shadow Broker especially, where it was like, oh, this is DLC at its like, conceptually this is it at its finest. This is where it makes sense. They come back, they make something new, and it is a great addition to the base game. It's like a high bar that I don't think a lot of things meet even today when it comes to DLC. We'll see about that RoboCop one later this year, though. I'm excited for that. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't even know how to, like, send this game up at the end. I don't know how to review it. I feel like this is the, like, 8th time I've seen Jennifer Hale and Mark Meer get credited. And was that Lance Henriksen? Who the fuck does Lance Henriksen voice? Who would it be? Hackett, maybe? I guess he kind of sounds like Lance Henriksen. You have stopped the Collectors from creating a human Reaper. You now have 2 choices. Continue this game, complete unfinished missions, develop relationships, play downloaded content, and explore the galaxy for anything you missed, or import Shepard and start all over again. So that's something different about this one, is unlike Mass Effect 1, it like always kicks you back to the beginning before the last mission. This one, you actually can do post-game stuff. And it remembers that you beat the game. I feel like there's something else you can do up here, if I remember right, but it's always something you can do post-game. How do you do it? How do you do it? Hold on. It's something silly. It's something silly, but I think we'll be able to do it. Obviously, we could probably go and talk to everybody and get their thoughts on the last mission. But that's maybe something I would hold off on doing until tomorrow. Hold on.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah. Hold on.
You came for us. I knew you would. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you.
You alright?
How are you doing, Kelly?
I'm holding up. Just can't get the memories out of my head. Trapped. Suffocating. It's oozing into every pore. Faint sobs echoing in the confined space. But I can't dwell on it. I'm okay now. I'm alive. Back to the old Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I better go. Hold on. I don't have any emails. You're crazy. Yeah, she does the feign thing now, where she has these, like, lucid memories. Hold on. How do I do it? Maybe I can't do it. Maybe I missed something. Maybe Liara's. Maybe because I did Shadow Broker. The thing I'm trying to remember how you could... I think it's only post-game, but if you romance Kelly and nobody else, you could come up here and invite her up to your cabin and she gives you, like, a lap dance. And I just thought that would be so important to include before we finish the game for the night. But I don't remember how you do it. And I don't see a button for it. So I think maybe because I did Lair of the Shadow Broker, that option's not available because it sees... See, I remember I used to always do Shadow Broker after the last mission. So maybe that's why it was available to me then, and is it now? Or I'm forgetting how it works. Anyway, Space Hamster, what do you think about it? Great. Thanks for including that. Alright, that's it. I love this game. It's great. I love it so much. I still love it. It was so fun to revisit it. I hope it was fun to watch it. Always a little bittersweet to finish one of these. Mass Effect 3 will be coming eventually, but we'll give it some time, some air to breathe before we jump into another big RPG. I don't know what I'm going to play next, actually. I don't know. I know on Sunday I'm going to be doing Outlast Trials with Dilly Tots and Kayla. And I think Dilly's brother Nick will probably be joining us as well. I think so I wasn't sure whether I wanted to stream that or just record myself playing it because it always crashes when I stream it, but a big update just came out. I'm so certain. I wonder if this was the striptease button right here. I'm almost so certain it won't be fixed, but I feel like I have to try. So I think I'm gonna try and stream it, and then if it crashes, I'm just gonna boot the game back up, not go back up live, and just record my side playing it, and then just upload that to YouTube. I think because I don't think it benefits anybody for the stream to, like, I don't think I'm going to be missing out on something to have the stream stop and start and stop and start. You know what I mean? Either way, I got to edit a VOD together at the end of the night. So I think, well, I'm going to test it out, but I very much doubt that the problem was fixed by whatever update they just did. But we'll be checking out the new what is it? Is it Transmission? No, Surveillance. Surveillance is the new event where they put surveillance cameras in the levels, and if you get seen, I think you get electrocuted. And a bunch of new trials came with it. They're doing this big event now with this, like, Amelia character who's, like, broken out of the facility, but is, like, living in the walls and sabotaging Murkoff. So I'm excited to see how that works in the trials. Having, like, a sort of altruistic, heroic character secretly helping us from the shadows. That'll be interesting. Then, like I said, tomorrow, kind of playing it by ear, but I think I'm going to try to do a bonus stream, probably around 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30, where we play the Arrival DLC. I'll also, at that point, run around the Normandy and try to talk to everybody, because I'm sure they all have unique dialogue after that. And then, I don't know, next week, Tuesday, I don't know. I know something I want to play. I've delayed it a couple of times. I'm thinking it might finally be the month to do it. But I don't know. There's just a bunch of things in the next, like, 2 to 3 months that I want to play, and I haven't been able to figure out what order to do them in. So we'll see. Oh, and then also on Sunday afternoon, the next part of my 2K25 My Rise playthrough will be up. Part 1 went up today. On Sunday at 1 o'clock, Part 2 of, like, my career mode playthrough will premiere with El Regular, and you'll get to meet the other character in the playthrough. Her name is Damsel Harris. So trying a little something different on the YouTube, a little pre-recorded old school let's play, and it's pretty fun. It's a fun series. It's very silly. All right. Good night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. And I saw you said excellent playthrough, Dilly. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I hope I did this game justice because it is very special to me. Good night. Thank you, Dilly. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Bryn Marr. Thank you, Melody_K237, who followed us yesterday during Matt's stream. And thank you to the Gory Details for the big fat raid during that stream as well. Very nice. Shout out to Gory Details. All right. Nighty night. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday. Have a great Saturday. What you streaming on Saturday, Dilly Todds? Anything good? What you got for us? Go ahead and get our save in here. Monster Hunter. New stuff at Monster Hunter. Very, very good. Very good. All right. We'll tune in on Saturday for Monster Hunter. Good night from Jeff Shepard to you and the Space Hamster and our fish and Kelly, who's very traumatized downstairs. Bye-bye. Press the wrong button. Here we go. One more time. Bye-bye. Good night.